Low-T protocols, applied in conjunction with our body composition plans, will help most men see real improvements, true weight loss, higher energy, improved sleep, stronger workouts, and a renewed sex drive as well. So call us. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start treatment the same day, your visit is free. Call 617-793-5000 or visit northeastmenshealth.com. We have 6 offices across the Northeast to serve you.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Star Market has your chance to attend the world's biggest soccer games here in Massachusetts. And you could be at Boston Stadium for the excitement. Simply redeem your Star Market grocery reward points for the sweepstakes entry offers in the Star Market Deals and Delivery app to enter. Boost your chances to win by clipping the 4-time points multiplier and shopping select Lay's products. Learn more at starmarket.com/soccer sweeps.
When you've got a commercial painting project, you need more than ladders and drop cloths. You need it to be drama-free. So when you choose Arch Painting, you get the expertise of your own team. That includes a dedicated project manager like Sarah.
At Arch Painting, we're in your corner from start to finish. Plus, with 800 crews, many of them local to you, we're on site fast.
And when it comes to next-level accountability, we back you up at every level of the organization, from our CEO to our sales team.
Our Arch Painting White Glove Guarantee is the industry's only guarantee that starts with no money down and comes with concierge service that lasts long after the paint dries.
Plus, you can count on a strong reputation that started with our founder.
I'm Joe Giacalone, founder of Arch Painting. We've got 30 years of experience transforming spaces and building relationships. So when you're looking for a premier commercial painting partner, the Arch team is ready to roll.
Go to archpainting.com for a free estimate. Arch Painting, your project, our passion.
Broadcasting from the WEEI studios. Every game, all season, the Sox play here. 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston, an Odyssey sports station.
Watch us, love us. Just follow WEEI on Twitch. Jones and Keefe.
On WEEI.
It's 4 games, so it's just part of the season. I think, when you struggle, it's a 20-game sample size, 25-game sample size, but you can go for 12 during the season. You can give up 4 runs in 4 innings during the season. That's going to happen. I think it's just gets magnified because it's the opening week, and the numbers are kind of like, if you're 5 for 10, you're hitting 500. If you're over 12, you're hitting 0, right? So I think it's part of 162. It just happens that they haven't produced in the first 4 games of the season.
The songs?
That's the text line says. This one's
Disagree.
This one rips.
Tone Loc kind of hung up the spikes, as it were, to pursue an acting career. But between Funky Cole Medina and Wild Thing, the guy was on top of the world, and then he tried acting, and he was good. You might remember him in Ace Ventura.
Ace's sidekick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of Ace's friend. He was in the department.
Sure.
He was working underneath Einhorn.
Yeah.
Ace.
Sometimes on top of.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of the many guys that spit out their they had to chew gum at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know really what happened to Tone Loc. You know what's funny? I think he was on Masked Singer last time somebody saw Tone Loc.
Yeah, I know, not great. Well, that's a good one though.
Yeah.
The Wild Thing standing by though. Jones and Keefe going to hang out for a little Red Sox pregame to talk about this baseball team that comes your way less than 10 minutes from now.
Mm-hmm.
First pitch at 2:10 here on WEEI. One thing you know, all baseball season long. Where's the game? Is it on Apple TV?
It can be confusing.
Do I have to get Netflix and log in?
Kinda.
Where is it? A Nesson game? Is it a nationally televised game?
Don't worry about it.
It is always here on WEEI and on the Odyssey app. So an easy thing to follow along with.
Very helpful. Very convenient.
Crochet does not have his catcher today, Keith.
No, he doesn't. Now,
he also has a bad lineup and a lot of pressure on him.
I don't love any of that. Now, he did throw to Connor Wong 5 times last year, as opposed to 27 times for Narvaez, who apparently was a bad boy and had to get scratched from the lineup today. We don't know what happened with Narvaez, but it's not an injury. He was in the original lineup, and then Cora said, not so fast.
I don't know. I'm willing to bet he was late because he was in the original lineup.
Fair guess.
Now maybe
We don't know.
Maybe he broke a bat in two and he was screaming at people in the clubhouse. They flipped over a table. I have no idea. But my guess is he strolled in late and Cora says, you're out.
But this is deja vu from last year. So we were going over it a little bit yesterday, and it played out the exact same way. And hopefully the season can turn around the way it did last year.
Well,
no, I'm just saying, like,
they
Crochet,
were 1-4.
They won their opener, and he wasn't even as good. But they won their opener, lost 4 straight, and then came back, and they didn't get their second win until Crochet took the mound for a second time.
Did the manager not know how to count strikes then?
I don't believe so. I mean, he was aware of that, but he was probably complaining about something then.
Were they throwing the ball around the infield? Maybe.
Actually, they were. Remember, Bregman had a bunch of errors. Like, they kind of were not buttoned up last year.
That was like
he led the league in errors.
No,
so
but
he
did. That wasn't just an error last night. That's like a little league play where you're punting it around the infield.
And obviously, this challenge system wasn't involved last year to sort of add that little layer of strategy and attention to detail. Like, that's gone. But I don't know. There was still some of the stuff with, like, is Walker Buehler good? Like, is Sonny Gray good? Like, is Ranger Suarez good? Like, there was a lot of questions last year. And for 4 games, they looked pretty bad.
You're right. And then Crochet came through. Yep. And they wound up winning 89 games, and they were in the playoffs, and they had the Yankees on the road. I get it. I get all of that. I do. Is today, Keith, and I understand it's April 1st, and I understand it's early.
I won't be a prankster.
They've only played 5 games.
Yeah.
Today's kind of a must-win.
Yes.
I would say so.
It kind of, sort of is.
It kind of, sort of is because, let's say you fall to 1-5, right? Not that you can't dig yourself out of just 1-5, but now it's like you're not going to see Garrett Crochet for another week. Like, oh, God. Like, you need that guy to come back.
Sonny Gray in the home opener.
Yeah, I don't know about
With
that.
Scrappy Doo getting booed by all the fans at Fenway Park because he's 0 for whatever it is at that point in time, 18.
And then Mason Miller comes running out of the bullpen to Korn and shuts it down.
You won't see him. Don't worry about it.
That is cool.
I'll just be playing Korn from my phone, sitting in the crowd. Like, they won't play it for him, but he deserves it. He picked this.
Is Bradfo going to get him on the show for us? Or is he just going to talk to him?
That'd be great. Bradford's going to join us at the Cask on Friday, right?
You're right. I was going to say we should talk to Bradfo tomorrow, but you're right.
Oh, he's going to come in
He's
person.
going to join us live from the Cask on Friday.
We're going to be at the Cask 10 to 1:10 because pregame starts then, right? And then it's a 2:10 first pitch. I think the weather's supposed to be decent.
Oh, good weather?
I think it is. Like, tomorrow's supposed to be a terrible day. I think Friday this was supposed to be pretty good.
I mean, look,
they also could use this win. I
hope we're there for our sake for better vibes when we're at the Cask, Keith.
We need better vibes.
I hope we're going to need some
vibes
better
were high last year.
Vibes were high at the Cask last year.
We got baked goods.
Yeah, that's true. There were high vibes last year.
I got gifts from the team store, so you know the vibes are high on my end. I'll be wearing my free sweatshirt.
Oh, you're gonna rock that Friday?
Yeah, obviously.
You're wearing the hat right now.
I love the hat.
That hat looks nice.
It actually fits.
It's hanging on by a thread.
Well, a couple links.
You got a couple of nubs in there.
A couple links. I think you can wear it with 2 links. The adjustable hat, I feel like when it's just got the one holding on for dear life, you can't do that. That'd be what we call the Andy Hart. You can't have just the one on there.
You might as well just go to a visor at that point in time.
You have 2 though. From far away, you can't tell it's still hanging on by a thread.
It looks good. That hat looks good. Maybe I'll
Is that an April Fool's?
All right.
Hat looks good. Definitely fits.
That hat
April Fool's.
Is it a compliment?
Stupid
that
idiot.
One. All your other hats look real dumb. That one looks good, though.
Yeah, I love it.
But no, you want them to turn it around just for taking some pressure off. And
it could get ugly on Friday.
Well, I guess this is what I mean. Like, it could get ugly on Friday. So get that out of the way here today. You know, I don't like the lineup. I don't like their chances.
Today? How could you?
The one thing they have going for them is, you're right, it's not Hunter Brown. It's not McCullers on the other side. This is a guy you should be able to get to. He already got knocked around by the Angels once earlier this year. And you want to come through in the Crochet start. He doesn't need to win all of them this year. He's not going to go 33-0. And the team's not going to win all those games. This is one where this is why you pay him. To stop the losing streak, to stop the skid, to start the year, because who knows what your record will be next time it comes around. And so, no, it does feel like a big one for the Red Sox early this year. And on the one hand, good job, or thank God, that Crochet's out there. On the other, it's going to be a lot of pressure on him.
Oh, yeah. Mike Burrows is the starter today for the Astros. He was in Pittsburgh last year where he had 19 starts, 23 appearances. He did have a 3.94 ERA, and he was at 97 strikeouts over 96 innings.
Okay, so I'll punch you out.
So take the over.
You're saying take his over today. So
over in Ks.
Under on Durbin.
Yep.
Under on IKF.
Over Ks for Burrows.
Parlay those together. Throw Burrows on there. You got a nice little parlay cooking.
I think that's probably what we're looking at right now.
Okay.
Yep.
I feel like that sounds like a winner. Hopefully the Red Sox are winners as well here today. You got your first pitch at 2:10. Crochet and Burrows as the Red Sox look to stop a 4-game skid. You hope the manager can keep track of the outs. You hope the Red Sox clean up all the bad challenges and everybody starts showing up on time moving forward here. Oh, look who the cat dragged in, Keith.
Oh, it's a wild thing.
The Wild Thing.
Right.
Standing by for Red Sox pregame. Jones and Keith going to hang out for a little longer, so stay tuned. And we'll take you right up to first pitch. Red Sox and Astros, final game of the series coming up here on WEEI.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast is brought to you by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
4 Red Sox have dropped 4 in a row. Meanwhile, the Astros, they've won 4 in a row after losing their first 2 games of the season against the Angels. The Sox, through 5 games, are tied for 26th in Major League Baseball in runs scored with just 13. They're 22nd in OPS, and they're 26th in strikeout percentage. And with runners in scoring position, the Sox are just 6 for 34 with 13 strikeouts. Their .517 OPS with runners in scoring position ranks 27th right now in Major League Baseball. You get the gist, you know all this by now, but hitting has not been the only problem in this series, specifically against the Astros. First, Ranger Suarez and Johan Oviedo were roughed up in game 1 of this series, and then last night, Brian Bayo didn't fare much better in his season debut. And here is the play of last night's game, brought to you by Nissan. You deserve a car that thrills you, and Nissan's got an exciting full line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today.
2-2 pitch. Swing and a drive. If it's fair, it's out of here, and it is. A curveball that hung right there. Pitch you cannot make. They get the run right back, and it's 4-1. This guy's a freak.
Now, he sure is, and he continues to pummel Red Sox pitching. That's 2 home runs now in 2 games. A solo bomb there for Yordan Alvarez, and that one went 399 feet. At the time, it made it a 4-1 game, and the Astros, they would add on 2 more runs against Bayo, who lasted 4 2/3 innings and allowed 8 hits, 6 runs, 5 of which earned, while walking 3 and striking out 2. And the Astros ultimately win by a score of 9-2, and Boston managed just 4 hits and struck out 13 times last night. So the Sox look to rebound behind their notorious PIG today, and today's first pitch is at 2:10 in Houston, and today's pitching matchup is brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. And it's Crochet on the bump for the Red Sox against Houston Astros right-hander Mike Burrows, who's 0-1 with a 7.94 ERA to start things off. Crochet, meanwhile, he tossed 6 shutout innings against the Reds in the season opener, allowing 3 hits and 2 walks while striking out 8 batters. And for whatever it is worth, Crochet has struggled against the Astros in his career. He's got a 6.28 ERA across 4 games, 3 starts, so hopefully history does not repeat itself there. On the other side for Burrows, he makes his second start in Astros uniform. He was traded over in the offseason as part of a 3-team, 6-player trade with the Pirates and Rays. And Burrows, he allowed 9 hits and 5 runs in his first start against the Angels, picking up the loss. He is a New England native, originally from Waterford, Connecticut. And with that, we bring in Adam Jones and Rich Keefe back into the fold. Boys, let's start off with a mental health wellness
tough start
to this season.
What is happening?
How are we feeling?
Not great. I like the team going in. I convinced myself that I was going to like the team this season, and even though the offseason didn't go exactly as I would have wanted it to go, I looked at the roster. I thought they made some improvements. I thought the rotation was going to be really good and even an advantage over most teams. And one turn through, Crochet's great, which we already knew. I like Connolly early. I always have. The other 3 guys, bit of a mess. And then when you sprinkle in, you can't hit. Not a good combination.
No, vibes are poor.
Yeah.
And look, it's another bad start for this team. They have way too many of them under Alex Cora. They had it last year. They have it basically every year with this manager, which to me is frustrating. And I do look at him. Is this team ever ready to go? It seems like the answer is no. And so they have bigger issues, to Keith's point. The roster, and, a lot of people are kicking and screaming about Craig Breslow, rightfully so. It's a poorly constructed roster, and a lot of his moves, whether that is Contreras, Durbin, Gray, Oviedo, who else am I missing?
Suarez, yeah.
They're all a mess. And I think Breslow's getting his proper due. I think Cora skates. He always skates. This team's never ready to go. So that's frustrating, and this year feels worse than their other bad starts.
Yeah, so I want to just follow up on that point, because I saw your tweet about Cora last night. What is it about this 1-4 start that's different than years past? Or do you feel like he's always kind of skated a little bit on the way these seasons?
I think he always skates on the slow starts. I think he skates in general. But I think they can't count strikes. They get every challenge wrong. He's giving Rafaela the green light. Like, I would change that right now, today. And so the one thing I guess I'd applaud him for is sitting down Narvaez. If Narvaez is strolling in late or whatever's going on, it's a disciplinary thing. It's not an injury going on. He was in the original lineup. He's scratched. I'll applaud Cora for that. But it feels worse because the games have literally gotten worse as we've gone. It went from winning the opener to battling back and getting to extra innings on Saturday to blowing a lead on Sunday to being non-competitive these last 2 days. And now you have players sitting down for disciplinary reasons. It's gotten worse every single day. And I don't know. Last year was a long time ago. Never mind 2 and 3 years ago. I don't think it was that bad the last couple of years. This start feels worse.
I also think the lineups you can look at, they've only played 5 games. There was a day off between games 1 and 2, and everybody basically needs a day already. Like, Roman Anthony's not in the lineup today.
He's out. Narvaez is
well, yeah,
out.
That's
Maybe a whole different thing.
Discipline one. But, like, Meyer, it's a righty on the mound today, and it's still not Meyer. Durbin, who, maybe he'll end up being good, but he's at least being sold as the starting third baseman. He's getting pinch hit for and sat out in a game in the first 5. I don't really, like, Yoshida's starting multiple games batting third. Like, I don't really understand some of the logic behind these lineups.
How about dropping guys down in the order instead of giving them days off when you already had a day off last Friday and
or
you have a day off tomorrow?
He's the only guy hitting.
Yeah. So, like to me, Durbin, he gets a day off, he gets pinch hit for it, he's right back in his spot. Weird.
Yeah.
So I don't know that I'd drop. I would not have Anthony out of today's lineup. I think that's a mistake. He doesn't look right at the plate. I get it. You need him. He's one of your few good, hopefully reliable offensive players. You already had an off day Friday. There's another off day today. He, in my opinion, should be in there.
So, and we were just talking about this a little bit before we got things rolling. I think what feels a little different to me this year compared to last year, I'm not ready to throw the towel in the season, obviously. 5 games in.
Yep.
But I was looking back, and I was just doing this with Joe Braverman behind the glass, at the lineup last year when they were 1-4. They started off the same way, and they needed Garrett Crochet to kind of bail them out again. But what that lineup looked like, so you go 1 through 9 in that game, it was Duran, Devers, Bregman, Casas when we still thought Casas.
Remember him?
Yeah, who also bad news on him today as well, which we'll get to in a little bit. Trevor Story, Wilyer Abreu was in your 6th spot. Christian Campbell back when we thought he was
player of the month.
He was so good
rookie of the month.
So good in April. Connor Wong and then Cedon Rafael.
No, that feels like a better lineup.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah, Bregman,
Devers. That feels like a real lineup. This feels like it has holes everywhere in this lineup.
And that's kind of the sobering thought for me coming into today. It's just, you looked at the start of last year and you said, okay, these guys are going to eventually turn it around. And it probably took more time than we all thought last year, and obviously that included trading Devers. But I look at the lineup this time around, it's just a weak group.
Shouldn't you feel that way about the pitching, though?
Yes.
You should, like the same way you feel about the lineup a year ago, I think you should. And look,
you're saying the flip side, like the pitching would be better.
A lot of them scuffled in the spring, Crochet included, and it didn't matter for him in his first start. It's kind of held for everybody else. But I would say, a reason to feel optimistic about this team, if you want to look at last year's lineup and have faith they'd ultimately turn it around, I think you could have similar faith given the track record of some of these guys in the rotation to turn it around.
You know who the rotation was last year after Crochet? And obviously this changed, but to start the season...
Was it Bayo?
It was...
No, Bayo was hurt to start.
No, it was Tanner Houck, Walker Buehler, Richard Fitz, Sean Newcomb.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Giolito wasn't even in there either to start?
No, not yet. He joined late and then obviously had a really good... Still available, by the way. You could grab Giolito right now.
Maybe they need him.
Throw him in there.
So that's, I think, the optimistic viewpoint. Is like, okay, this rotation's going to figure things out.
Yeah.
Now, lineup-wise, who are you guys most concerned about to start the year. There are several good candidates.
I mean, I guess you could look at it a couple different ways. Like, I think and I expect Roman Anthony and Wilson Contreras to sort of like find a level. Like, I think Anthony, I thought he was going to be an all-star, still could be an all-star. It's early. Like, he's going to need to carry it. So, like, Caleb Durbin's off to a bad start. Am I really concerned about him, or is he maybe just not great? Whereas, like, Roman Anthony, I need him to be great.
He needs to hear your guy's nickname.
Scrappy-Doo, I don't think he likes.
Okay.
Wilson Contreras, Wilson Contreras is another one where I'm like, all right, you gotta be like a 20 home run guy. You gotta be like a higher average, like on base guy.
So it's funny because I thought you were going to come at this the same way. So Anthony's game last night was alarming.
Yeah.
Like 4 strikeouts, and he's 0 for the last 3 games, 0 for 12 with 8 Ks. Last night was alarming, and I don't think that's unfair to say. Cora has him out of the lineup for a reason. But I have faith he'll get it sorted out. I have faith Contreras will get sorted out. So to me, the most alarming guy is Durbin, who's already been sat down. He's your Bregman replacement.
Yeah.
And already the manager is pinch hitting for him and sitting him down. Like, that's scary to me.
Mm-hmm.
He's a guy who needs to hit somewhere in your top 6, or you're hoping anyway, is hitting in your top 6. Like, that's the most alarming bad start to me.
I think for me, guys, and I agree with both you guys in some respect. It's not so much that this start has been awful, but I think it does reflect how, in some ways, weak the lineup looks on paper, that Trevor Story is your number 2 bat. And I think it's because you just look around Major League Baseball and the best bats on the best teams. I mean, you look at this Astros team, you got Yordan Alvarez, who scares me like probably no other hitter in Major League Baseball when they face off against the Sox. Story, he's a good player, and obviously we saw it for the last several months of last year. But him as your number 2 guy, obviously, I think ceiling-wise, we all would agree Roman Anthony is the best guy on this team. But for him to be number 2, to me, that scares me a little bit.
Yeah, it must. Part of it is like the lefty-righty thing that they want to do. So whether you have Anthony leading off or whether you have Jarren Duran leading off, maybe they don't want to put those guys back-to-back, and then thus you're kind of stuck being like, all right, who's the best righty bat? And Story, to his credit, last year, 25 homers, 30 steals. Like, he was pretty good last year. His only real good year in Boston. So maybe they're sort of stuck there. Maybe eventually against a righty, you'll say, we're just going to go lefty-lefty to start it. But it's not like, Duran or Anthony are really doing much right now. But Anthony has to be that guy, right? Like, Kyle Schwarber hits second, Aaron Judge hits second, Yordan Alvarez hits second. Like, Anthony needs to be that guy. And I guess you could get that production at the leadoff spot, right? Ohtani hits leadoff for the Dodgers. So, I mean, I guess you could get it there, but it comes back to him. Started the season so great in game 1, and then since then hasn't been able to do anything.
That's the Breslow second guess. Not second guess. First guess, we all guessed it all offseason. There's no righty bats. And they so clearly needed a power righty bat. It's why Alonso is frustrating. It's why I wanted Bregman back. Like, they so clearly needed a righty upgrade, I think even in addition to Bregman. Yeah. And now they somehow got worse there. Like, that's a problem. So I don't know what you do with the lineup. Like, I think you and I have different solutions on this, Keith. You're in favor of moving Abreu up, which I get.
Would you do left to start? If it's a righty,
I guess a righty, I might. You might be stuck with Story there for a little bit, honestly. I don't know if there's a better way to do it. Maybe, but I would probably go Anthony, Story, Abreu up there, then Contreras. But, like, yeah, they got to hit. The only problem is you only have one guy hitting. You have 2. I guess you have the catcher spot and you have Abreu. So there's no easy look at it right now.
No, when no one's hitting, there's only so much you can do. But I just look at the lineup and I go, there is no middle of the order. So how do I create a middle of the order? I don't like Anthony leading off. He should, bad.
Would you go Duran, Anthony?
I'd probably go, this doesn't solve your problem there, Wild Thing, but I would probably go Duran, Story, Anthony, Contreras. And that feels to me like a more representative lineup than what they have now.
I appreciate that nickname, by the way.
Wow, I don't know why we didn't think of that sooner.
I haven't been called that since I played high school ball, and that's because I couldn't make the throw from third. But,
he was wild from third.
They got to move you to second.
Yeah.
There you go.
Exactly. Yeah. Move me over like Meyer. Final thing before I let you guys go. That you brought this up a little bit before, Jones. The Cam Smith 3 strikes, no strikeout thing. Do you pin that on the Red Sox?
Yes.
You pin that on Cora?
More than, I guess the ump needs to keep track of it, but yet I would hope the manager
missing that is it's kind
like
of
pitcher, catcher, manager. Like, pick one. All 3 of those guys. It's very important. All 3 of those guys to get that. The umpire's bad. I mean, I'm a pro robot ump guy anyway. Is another example of that. But, like, if he's not keeping track of the pitches, how's the catcher not? No. Isn't the catcher always, like, setting him up? Like, here's what we're going to throw 0-2. Oh, we got him on strike 3. Here's what we got on 0-3. What's the pitch on 0-3?
Right. At least the robot up is going to keep track of the strikes. That's true.
I would think so.
So look, Keith, you said this earlier today during our show. Narvaez, whatever it is, why he's out of the lineup today, it's another example of how they're not dialed in. And I think Cora, a bad start, Cora not keeping track of the strikes, I think that's just another sign that they're never ready to go. And specifically this year, they might be the least ready to go they've been recent vintage, and I think that's an example.
Well, and I was hoping that this team could take a step forward from last year. And again, it's early, but hopefully they replicate last year by getting a win today after falling down. We need it back.
They need it.
Yeah,
Must win, Wild Thing. Must win.
And if just to get a little touch of the pulse here, somebody texts in Roman Anthony sucks. So clearly, everybody else.
I'm not there.
No,
I'm not there.
Neither am I.
I didn't text that in.
He sucks.
People are turned. I'm telling you,
He does suck at throwing from left field. His arm kind of stinks. I'll get with the texter on that. But overall, as long as he hits, I don't care about his arm.
All right. Hopefully, in a week from today, we're having a much more positive conversation.
Agreed.
Knock on wood. Guys, thanks so much. Great to be back doing this with you. All right, that's Adam Jones and Rich Keefe, and you can watch the Red Sox pregame show on Twitch. Just follow WEEI, brought to you by Subaru of New England. With so much to love, you don't want to miss the Subaru of New England, a Lot to Love event. Learn more at SubaruofNewEngland.com. And coming up in about 15 minutes, Will Fleming sits down with Red Sox manager Alex Cora, and that is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers, the official truck of that dirty water, the official truck of Major League Baseball. And coming up next, we'll get you the Baseball Isn't Boring 2-minute grill with Rob Bradford. He had a chance to catch up with Roman Anthony. I'm Joe Wild. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Let love bloom in a 2026 Subaru Forester Hybrid with symmetrical all-wheel drive. The Forester Hybrid is ready for the road with up to 581 miles per tank, so you can chase more adventure with fewer stops. Buy with 3.9% financing or lease for just $339 per month. All things grow with love. It's what makes Subaru, Subaru. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
It's breakfast time at the McGee Manor, folks. Jenny goes in for the oat milk.
Dad.
Ooh, a rare spill from McGee.
Jimmy, he's doing it again.
Jimmy steps up to the plate. Will it be a clean sweep?
It's baseball season, isn't it? Perfect.
He goes for a hash brown, and that tater is gone.
Along with my appetite.
New season, same spirit. On and off the field. Mass Mutual, official partner of the Red Sox. Learn more at massmutual.com/Red Sox.
Just in time for Easter dinner and ham sandwiches. Ham is on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Today through Thursday, pick up Signature Select Spiral Sliced Ham bone-in for only 99 cents a pound. Limit 2 while supplies last. That's right, save big on ham. And find other deals and rewards when you use the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Don't miss out on Spiral Sliced Ham. Shaw's and Star Market. Proud to be local since 1860.
Jones and Keefe.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
And this is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. We have some day baseball this afternoon as the Sox look to salvage the series finale against the Houston Astros, who have taken the first 2 games of this 3-game set in Daikin Park pretty convincingly. And it is a new look lineup today. We'll get you the full 9 a little bit later on. But as we talked about with Adam Jones and Rich Keefe, there is no Roman Anthony in the lineup. Alex Cora giving him a day off as he struck out 4 times yesterday, and he's now 4 for 19 on the season. 3 of the 4 strikeouts came on 9 combined pitches from Hunter Brown. So probably a good day to give Roman Anthony a day off. Of course, he's still seen as a pillar of this team, and obviously the sky's the limit for Roman, and he is set to make his debut in a home opener for the first time in his major league career on Friday at Fenway Park. And he is the star of the Baseball Isn't Boring 2-minute grill with Rob Bradford, presented by McFarland Energy, the region's most dependable provider of home heating oil, including BioHeat as well as expert HVAC services at McFarlandEnergy.com. Here's Rob with Roman.
There's no human being I'd rather be talking to more for the McFarland 2-minute grill than Roman Anthony. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How, looking back a year ago, it's a cliche question, looking back a year ago, what is the one thing that you think that you're better at more than anything else?
I think just preparing. I think game planning, preparing, understanding what I need to do that day, and whether it's the pitcher on the other side, the hitters, knowing the hitters on the defensive side. Just game planning, really. Slowing the game down, letting the game come to me, and understanding, having a better understanding of, really how to just be more prepared.
When you look at the first week of the season last year, does it seem like forever ago? Obviously, it was exactly a year ago, but still, it must seem like a different time, a different person, obviously a different team, a different level.
Yeah, 100%. I think a year ago I kind of knew where I was. Knew in a sense that I wasn't going to be starting in the big leagues, and obviously was told that towards the end of Mexico, and just understood what I had to do and where I had to be in AAA, and understood that my time would come at some point, and that I was going to help the team at some point during the year. Whereas this year I'm obviously starting on opening day, and I understand my role in a different way, though, and I'm starting, with the team this year, and going to be able to help the team win from day one.
Last thing, is this the most fun that you've had? Are you having fun?
Yeah. I mean, this spring was a different spring than usual for sure. But yeah, I just got to experience the WBC, be around a different group of guys, take that back here and apply that the last few games and a few days with the guys, and just get ready to start the year strong.
I lied, but you made me think of something else. Do you feel different when you came back than when you left?
For sure. Yeah, I think different in the sense that I was able to watch those guys and watch what they do every day, and I think that helps you become a better player regardless of how much you're asking or how much you're how vocal you are. I think just watching those guys, being around those guys, playing with those guys, playing against the best, like you kind of understand where you stand, as for me as a young guy, and where you stand in this game, and something like that I think is a good opportunity to realize that you can really play on any field. But yeah, I definitely feel like I'm a whole lot better coming back.
All right, so that's Roman Anthony talking with Rob Bradford. And again, Roman is not in the lineup today. Don't worry, just a day off given to him by Alex Cora, who loves to do this. He loves to give a day off at the end of a series that then follows into just a day off for the team, and especially to do it early on so that he feels healthy for the remainder of the season. So again, that was Rob with Roman. And as we continue to get you ready for Red Sox versus Astros, coming up next, Will Fleming sits down with Red Sox manager Alex Cora, presented by your New England Ford dealers. I'm Joe Wild. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Worried about car repair costs? Relax. Meineke has you covered with flexible financing solutions customized especially for you. For tires, brakes, engine repairs, and more, you can trust Meineke to get you safely back on the road now and in the future with multiple payment solutions available. No worries. Meineke will make it easy for you. Each Meineke is independently owned and operated. Schedule an appointment today by visiting Meineke.com. Trust your key with Meineke. Meineke, doing car care right.
You love baseball season. Window Nation lives for the other 4 seasons, too. Window Nation's premium seals and top quality materials mean the cold New England winters are kept outside. Your expensive summer AC stays inside, and they easily open for those nice spring and fall days. So while the Red Sox are playing towards a winning season, you'll be winning no matter what the season. And as the official replacement window of the Boston Red Sox, when you get a consultation with their local Boston pros, ask how you can get Red Sox tickets. Visit windownation.com now to get started. Shaw's Supermarkets has your chance to attend the world's biggest soccer games here in Massachusetts. And you could be at Boston Stadium for the excitement. Simply redeem your Shaw's grocery reward points for the sweepstakes entry offers in the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app to enter. Boost your chances to win by clipping the 4-time points multiplier and shopping select Lay's and Dietz & Watson products. Learn more at shaws.com/soccer sweeps.
Hey, Red Sox Nation, what if you could replace your roof once and never think about it again? With Interlock Metal Roofing, you get the last roof you'll ever need. Strong, stylish, and built to handle New England weather. Backed by a lifetime warranty and trusted by homeowners across New England for over 25 years. Make the smart switch today. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com or call 866-733-5811 for a free quote. One roof, one call for life. NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com. Never re-roof again.
Hi, it's Eric and Renee Peabody with Window World of Boston.
When you work with Window World, your curb appeal goes up. We offer a wide selection, including custom wood.
From $99 per month, no money down, for a house full of windows installed.
Plus, all of our windows are Energy Star rated.
And while $99 a month for a house full of windows installed is impressive, we encourage you, shop around. We're simply the best for less.
It's time to love where you live. Locally owned.
Nationally known. Visit us at windowworldofboston.com.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/protect. Ethos.com/protect. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
It's about time delivery worked on your schedule. Same day, next day, or scheduled in advance. However you plan it, the Home Depot delivers the whole job. From drywall to doors, plumbing to paint, we'll get it there when you need it. Because on the job site, timing is everything. You order, we deliver. It's that easy. The Home Depot Pro. It's about time.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
There's a difference between liking a house and actually getting it. Redfin is built to make up that difference and close the gap between finding and owning the home for you. Redfin agents close twice as many deals as other agents, so when you find a home you love, you're not a step behind when it's time to make an offer. That means less watching great homes disappear and more focus on the ones you'll actually move into and call home. Redfin helps turn saved listings into real addresses. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
No one likes having to choose. That's why with America's best lineup of hybrids from Hyundai, you get the best of both worlds. Like the reliable and efficient Tucson Hybrid with America's best warranty. Or the stylish yet capable Santa Fe Hybrid with power to navigate the toughest terrain. It's like having your cake and eating it too. You know, if you could drive a cake. Hybrids from Hyundai. It's the best of both worlds. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
It's Alex Cora. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
And this is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow as the Red Sox look to win the finale against the Astros after dropping the first 2 games of this 3-game set against Houston at Dyken Park. Joe Weil with you inside the WEEI Red Sox studios. And this series between the Red Sox and Astros is brought to you by James Hardy. Hardy Siding is America's #1 brand of siding. And Boston has been outscored 17-3 over the first 2 games of this 3-game set, but they do have Garrett Crochet on the bump looking to stem the tide. And before every game, we interview Red Sox manager Alex Cora. And Alex Cora on WEEI is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Ford, the official truck of that dirty water and the official vehicle of Major League Baseball. And here is Alex Cora with our very own Will Fleming.
Finale in Houston with the manager, Alex Cora. This series has not gone as you hoped in the first 2 games. Big picture, Alex, you're so good at taking the long view, 162, but you can't be that happy with the way these first 2 have gone.
No, we haven't played well. We can talk about Cincinnati. I thought in Cincinnati we did a lot of good things. Here, they've been really good against us. They've been patient, taking their walks. We talk about Otuve the first day, right? When he's controlling the zone, he's very dangerous. They got the big boy back. That's a big difference. That's a different lineup than last year. And they have pitch, usage-wise, a little bit different than in the past. They've been using their fastballs a lot, and we haven't been on time. And that's the reason we're down 2 in this series.
Speaking of fastballs, early in the game yesterday, there were a lot of, you talk about controlling the strike zone also means handling the ones that are right there early on. I can't remember a game where more fastballs were right there taken for strikes. Was that a product of a book on him expecting more spin early?
No, I think we were late, and when you're late, you don't see the ball, and we got beat in the zone, and we got to be better. We got to be on time. That's the most important thing. At this level, I know they spin the ball 50% of the time, but at the end, Velo plays. Velo sets everything up, and we just have to be ready for the fastball. There were some good swings. Trevor hit the ball hard. Wilger hit the ball hard. Wonger got on top of a fastball way up there and was able to handle it. But overall, not a good day for us.
We talked about Yordan at the beginning of the series. I really think, Alex, he's been injured some. He's not been in the headlines as much. But, I mean, to me, he's in that Judge Ohtani territory of one of the elite hitters in the game.
He is, and the beauty of him, and I hate to say it, is that he puts an at bat together. There's a reason behind the at bats. He'll take a fastball right down the middle, and then after that, he'll foul off a few changeups, and all of a sudden you try to go in with a fastball and hits it off the wall to center field. You get him out with a breaking ball in the second at bat, curveball, right? And then, he gets a few sinkers, he fouls them off, he gets a curveball, he's out of the ballpark. He's very smart, veteran, understands what he needs to do damage, but at the same time, which is the beauty of great hitters, he'll take his walks, right? When you're going to pitch me around, I'll take my walks. I let the next guy do his job, and right now they're clicking at all cylinders. There's a very dangerous offense, and I'm glad that we had the big boy tonight on the mound.
Doesn't it make it so important to get the guy in front of Yordan so you can be even more careful with him?
It's important, but it's not a must. I still believe that you have to make pitches. He's in scoring position in the plate, so. You can pitch around him, you can walk him, but then after that, it's another at bat for him. You can get him out, you have to execute, and, you just got to tip your hat, man. He's been amazing for them since I can remember, right? And he's been great against us.
How about Bayo yesterday? I mean, there were signs early. I thought the delivery, the stuff, there were a lot of good pitches made. In fact, some of the damage that was done was on good pitches. But then at the end, it kind of came apart on him. What's your analysis overall of his start?
Yeah, the walk to Correa, I think it was a 1-2 count, 2 outs, towards the end of his outing. And he wasn't able to put him away. Then one sinker that was flat to Walker right down the line, double, 0-2 fastball, didn't get it to the spot, basic to left field. We weren't able to finish hitters in that inning. Where we were at bullpen-wise, understanding there's some family situations around all this stuff, we didn't know if Witt was going to be here today, He is now. But you have to be very careful with the usage, and we're in a good spot today. I think...
it is pouring rain in Houston right now.
Oh, look, right here, too.
Coming through.
Yeah, coming through, yeah. Maybe it helps the grass. But I thought he did some good things. There's others that we can be better, and he'll be ready for the next one.
You give Roman a day. Ever since opening day, he's fighting it a little bit. Is it just typical rookie stuff? What are you seeing from him?
I think he's late, to be honest with you. We talk about the first at-bat. They threw in 3 fastballs in the same spot. He didn't pull the trigger. Then the next at-bat, he swung at 3 pitches. And he's just kind of like in between, I believe, right now. And it's not a full day off. Maybe he's up there with the bases loaded against Abreu in the 9th inning and help us win the game. But I think detaching himself from everything that is going on, become a good cheerleader. Same with Marcelo. It's a good day for them to kind of like reset and be ready for Friday.
We have to talk about the challenges, Alex. You guys have been having these conversations for months, and yet in the first 5 games, there have been situations early in games, 3rd inning, bases empty, whether it's the catcher or the hitter, where they challenge. I know it's new for everybody, but is that an ongoing process to try to hammer it home that those are not the spots to challenge?
Detach the emotions out of your at-bat behind the plate or on the mound. That's the most important thing. You have to kind of like play that there's no system, to be honest with you, early on until all of a sudden there's first and second, and we're not saying do not challenge in the first inning, second, third inning, but the situation has to merit, the challenge, and we're talking about, game-changing pitches, and game-changing pitches can be in the first inning, bases loaded, 2 outs, 2-2 count. That pitch yesterday, if you think it's a ball, yeah, go for it, but it hasn't worked out for us, but we will be better.
Crochet, it seems like so many times last year, Alex, he was on the mound to extend a winning streak or stop a losing streak. Here you get him again. You have to feel good about the lefty on the mound.
Yeah, he threw the ball well in Cincinnati. Velo was up. Big challenge here with this lineup. A bunch of righties and, that lefty. But, we expect him to go out there and compete. I think he's trending in the right direction. He's healthy. He's fresh. I think the medical staff and the pitching group did an amazing job in spring training, kind of like slowing him down in certain times and give him some rest so he could be ready for his first 3. This isn't regular. No, he gets an extra day for this one. That was the whole plan, and hopefully he can go deep into the game.
The good news so far this year, no real injury news, which is good news. Sandoval, Cutter, they're progressing, but a little setback for Tristan.
Yeah, sore right side, I believe. It happened in the last few days, so we shut him down offensively. Nothing has to do with the knee. He's actually in a great spot, so just got to be cautious. He's very important to this organization. His injury history, so taking care of him now, hopefully, is the right thing to do, and he'll be ready whenever he is.
So Roman out, and you put Duran back atop the order. Do you think that might, he's such an energy guy running around in the outfield. The leadoff spot has suited him in the past. Do you think that could spark him?
I believe it has sparked us. I think he's putting good at bats. He has 5 walks, I think it is, so that's a good sign. But we need energy. Energy comes from offense. Like the great Ron Renick used to say. Yeah, you can talk a lot about energy, Alex, but if you don't score runs, there's no energy. So hopefully we can have a great game, happy fly, and be ready for Friday.
Lastly, Massa in there again. I mean, the quality of the at-bat really stands out. He's walking more than he is getting hits, but you have to be happy with what he's done.
Yeah, we're happy. And today was one of those days that you had to pick and choose, who was going to be the outfield. I was planning on starting him. Actually, it was going to be Willier. Just try to give him 2 days because we know what has happened the last few years. But, it felt right to give Roman the day, play Willier, play, Massa, and score a lot of runs.
Actually, I lied. One last one. It is crazy. Whitlock is like on the Alert 5 aircraft right now, waiting for a baby to come any moment. What's that process like? I know Mark Cacciatore's got the phone in the clubhouse. How wild is it to be on pins and needles like that?
I haven't thought about it. I haven't thought about it the last 2 days because we don't need him. We didn't need him, but he'll be ready today. He'll pitch today, most likely. They have their plans, as a family. So, regardless of the situation, and hopefully it's a situation that merits him pitching, up in an up game, he'll pitch.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Alex.
Thank you.
All right, great stuff as always between Alex Cora and Will Fleming. And yeah, Garrett Whitlock and his wife Jordan are expecting their second kid, and that call could be coming any day. You can watch the Red Sox pregame show on Twitch. Just follow WEEI. Brought to you by Subaru of New England. Let love bloom in a 2026 Subaru. Find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Coming up next, we'll bring you the Morgan & Morgan starting lineups. We'll get you the lock of the game presented by Interlock Metal Roofing and a Subaru of New England scoreboard update as well. Red Sox versus Astros. Final game of a 3-game set coming up from Dyken Park. I'm Joe Wild. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
For 130 years, Drake's Cakes have made life a little sweeter. From classics like Ringdings, Yodels, and Devil Dogs to new limited-time flavors. Try the Macchiato Devil Dog today. Creamy macchiato filling between 2 rich Devil's Food Cakes. And coming soon, salty caramel Devil Dogs. Life's better with cake. Drake's Cakes.
He's in a jam, and the pitching coach is headed out to the mound.
You okay, kid?
Coach, you ever think about your financial future?
Yeah, but not with the bases loaded in a full count.
Fair point.
Plus, there's Mass Mutual.
So, I should look into Mass Mutual?
Absolutely.
Can I borrow your phone? I left mine in my locker.
Yeah, but maybe after the game.
Another fair point, Coach.
Mass Mutual, official partner of the Red Sox. Learn more at massmutual.com.
Donate your
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Hey, Sox fans! Add another Boston Hall of Famer to your summer fun lineup with Boston Harbor City Cruises. From epic skyline dining cruises to whale watches, ferries to the Harbor Islands, P-Town, and Salem, plus high-speed thrill rides on Godzilla and more. Getting out on the water is a shipload of fun for everyone. And book now for the sure-to-sell-out Sail Boston Tall Ships Cruises this July. Proud partner of the Boston Red Sox. Book today at citycruises.com/Boston.
After a tough winter combined with harsh coastal weather, home exteriors take a beating. That's why pros across the Northeast have trusted AZEK Exteriors for over 25 years. As the #1 brand for premium exterior trim and molding, AZEK keeps homes elevated with stunning details that endure beautifully no matter the conditions. And now, introducing AZEK Lap Siding, pairing the classic beauty of traditional wood siding with modern durability. Available in 18 different colors from AZEK Captivate Pre-Finishing. Start planning your remodel today with AZEK. Order free samples at azekexteriors.com.
Star Market has your chance to attend the world's biggest soccer games here in Massachusetts. And you could be at Boston Stadium for the excitement. Simply redeem your Star Market grocery reward points for the sweepstakes entry offers in the Star Market Deals and Delivery app to enter. Boost your chances to win by clipping the 4-time points multiplier and shopping select Lay's products. Learn more at starmarket.com/soccer sweeps.
This is Jeffrey Glassman. For 4 generations, my family has called New England home. My grandfather taught me to always care for people and fight for what's right. At Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, that's exactly what we do. When you're hurt in a car crash, we fight big insurance companies to make sure you get the money you deserve. We care, we fight to win, and we don't get paid unless you do. Hurt? You gotta get Glassman. Call 617-777-7777.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Ratliff, Engineering Director at Nissan. We know some things are important to hear from an expert, not a voice actor. For instance, the Nissan Frontier is not only powerful and fun to drive, but it's durable too. We added the V6 engines. When you need that power in the off-road, it's there. I know, we've tested it a lot. Now get out there and find your Frontier.
Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on select 2026 Frontier trims. For J.D. Power 2025 US IQS award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Example: 0 down payment, 0% APR for 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. 1.9% APR for 60 months at $1,748 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary, subject to NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualified. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 5/4/26.
Join Jones and Keefe at our opening day broadcast on Friday at Casket Flagon along with Coors Light from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Come down for the excitement, the food, and of course a Coors Light for a little pregame party before heading into the park. Please drink responsibly.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
And this is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. It is not an April Fool's joke. The Red Sox are 1-4 to start the season, but it is the start of a new month. So the Sox hoping to flip the page and at least salvage the series finale against the Astros. Joe Weil with you inside the WEEI Red Sox studios. And it's time now to bring you today's starting lineups, brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. So let's meet today's players. No Roman Anthony, no Carlos Narvaez, and no Marcelo Meyer in the starting lineup for the Sox. For Anthony and Meyer, it's just a day off. Anthony won for his last 17 with 10 strikeouts. Meyer hitless in his last 11 plate appearances. And as for Carlos Narvaez, Alex Cora saying before the game, I just made a change. I talked to Carlos a little bit. We move on from there. So one of those things I felt like we needed to make the change in the lineup. It's for the best. He was asked if this was a disciplinary thing, and he said he wanted to keep it between him and Narvaez. So So here is the 9 for the Red Sox. Jarren Duran leads things off in left field, followed by Trevor Story at shortstop. Masataka Yoshida in the 3 spot as a DH. Wilson Contreras bats cleanup at first. Wilyer Abreu out in right field batting 5th. The still hitless Caleb Durbin for the season batting 6th at third base, 0 for 14 to start his Red Sox tenure. Then Cedon Rafaela followed by Izzy Kiner-Falefa at second. Cedon in center field. Connor Wong rounds out the 9 as the catcher. As for the Astros 9, Jose Altuve batting first at second base. Yordan Alvarez the DH. Isaac Paredes bats third, plays third. Carlos Narvaez the shortstop. Christian Walker at first base. Cam Smith out in right field. Then it's Jake Myers in center, Bryce Matthews in left, and then old friend Christian Vasquez as the catcher for the Astros. Garrett Crochet getting the start for the Sox. Mike Burrows on the other side, a right-hander. The lock of the game is presented by Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com and never re-roof again. My lock is the Red Sox on the spread at +120 at -1.5. It might feel foolish to go with the Red Sox in this one, but I just trust Garrett Crochet, who has only one loss on his ledger over his last 21 starts with a 2.77 ERA. So I'm going with the ace and the Sox pulling out this series finale against the Astros. Time now for the Subaru of New England scoreboard. With so much to love, you don't want to miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. Learn more at SubaruofNewEngland.com. And we'll just take a look at scores within the division. Yankees and Mariners get rolling at 4-10 out in Seattle. The Yankees won 5-0 yesterday. As for games in progress, the Orioles are up against the Rangers 4-2 at Camden Yards in the top of the 5th inning. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays are in action against the Rockies. Toronto with a 1-0 lead over Colorado at home in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And then the Rays and Brewers, no score out of Milwaukee in the top of the 2nd inning. Let's pause now 10 seconds for station identification along the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
All right, you've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Big thank you to Joe Braverman. Hang tight. Red Sox versus Astros with Will Fleming and Will Middlebrooks on the call is coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Mass Mutual. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Just in time for Easter dinner and ham sandwiches. Ham is on sale at Shaws and Star Market. Today through Thursday, pick up Signature Select Spiral Sliced Ham bone-in for only 99 cents a pound. Limit 2 while supplies last. That's right, save big on ham. And find other deals and rewards when you use the Shaws Deals and Delivery app. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Don't miss out on Spiral Sliced Ham. Shaws and Star Market. Proud to be local since 1860.
Let's face it, you can't control energy prices. But there's good news. You can control how efficiently your home heats and cools. I'm Scott McFarland. If your system is older, you could be paying more than you need to in energy bills. Right now, save up to $1,800 on a new Lennox home comfort system, plus an additional $500 from McFarland Energy. Take control of your energy costs, improve your comfort, and start saving. Visit McFarlaneEnergy.com today. McFarland Energy, generations of warmth and trust.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I built this business the old-fashioned way. Hard work and a whole lot of spreadsheets.
Yeah, about that, I upgraded us to Odoo. Odoo puts everything we need, sales, inventory, accounting, on one connected platform. No more juggling systems, no more headaches.
So it all works together?
Exactly.
Odoo is the all-in-one business software that makes running and passing on a business easier than ever. Take your business into the next generation. Try Odoo free at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
Attention, have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10, $20, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-358-6868. That's 800-358-6868. Again, 800-358-6868.
The problem with radio is we can't show you our new box packed with a KFC snacker, 5 nuggets, fries, and a drink for just $7. So you'll just have to trust us when we say the crispy golden fried breading will make your mouth water. You'll have to trust us when we say this is a ridiculous amount of chicken for such a small price. And you'll have to really trust us when we insist that, yes, it really is only $7. $7 box feast from KFC. Trust us, it's finger-licking good.
Prices and participation may vary. Tax, tips, and fees extra.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action. This is Red Sox Baseball.
Can you believe it?
On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
It is gone! Say Doug! Say good night! Swing and a miss, strike three, it's over! And the Red Sox win! Jump on his back, fellas, the Red Sox win!
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network. Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Subaru of New England. Don't miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event.
23-year-old Clay Buchholz has no-hit the Baltimore Orioles.
Nissan. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com. Drains by James. Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipelining. Arbella. Here for good. By Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Morgan & Morgan. America's largest injury law firm. Ford Trucks. Official truck of the Boston Red Sox. Sponsored by Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. 110 Grill. Visit any of their 33 locations all throughout New England. McFarland Energy. The region's most dependable provider of home heating oil delivery, as well as expert HVAC services.
Way back by the wall! Off the wall, the Red Sox win!
Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Dig Safe. Click DigSafe.com or call 811 before you dig.
Way back! Grand slam!
Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com and never re-roof again. North Shore Care Supply. Try North Shore Adult Diapers at NorthShore.com today. Veterinary Emergency Group. Sponsored by Veg. ER for Pets. The official emergency veterinarian group of Red Sox Radio.
Two-run homer! Roman reigns supreme!
Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Will Fleming and Will Middlebrooks.
Good afternoon and welcome to Houston, Texas on a gray, overcast, and rainy day, but we're under the roof at Dakin Park, and the Red Sox in dire need of some sunshine and good news. They have dropped the first two of this series. They've lost 4 in a row. They're 1-4 coming into this game, but the good news is they got the big boy on the mound this afternoon. Garrett Crochet takes the ball for Alex Cora, and the Red Sox, who've just been decimated in the first two, outscored by a combined 17-3. Out hit 28-8, and it has really just been a bludgeoning at the hands of the Houston Astros. But it's Crochet for the Red Sox, Mike Burrows offseason trade acquisition for the Astros. Lineup shake-up big time for the Red Sox. Roman Anthony gets his first day off of the season. Jarren Duran slots into the leadoff spot. Massa stays in there. He's the DH in the 3-hole. No Marcelo Meyer. Now the Red Sox just trying to find lightning in a bottle and get out of here with a win to bookend their season opening road trip. Also some late news. Carlos Narvaez scratched from the lineup about 90 minutes before the game, and no real injury reason given. So there's just a lot of stuff going on. It's been a tumultuous couple of days here in Houston, and the Red Sox are just in dire need of something positive. Even this early in the season, it does feel like a real test for the Sox here today. Along with Will Middlebrooks, I'm Will Fleming, and it is the first week, Will, but things have not gone according to plan, and now you throw in a little off-the-field drama with a lineup change with not much explanation given. It's a good thing Crochet's on the mound, but right now this club is trying to find itself.
Yeah, the Narvaez news early today was just a little fuel to the fire, which, you know, there's already plenty of fire around this team right now, but they got to get going early. I know Crochet's on the mound, and that's a safety blanket for them, but this offense has got to score, and they got to score early. They've been outscored 10-1 in the first 3 innings this year. You just can't win a lot of ball games going behind early, which they've done. Hopefully a little bit of jolt from Jarren Duran in the leadoff spot with Roman struggling a little bit right now, which, hey, he's 21. There's going to be some growing pains, even one of the better players in baseball.
It does feel like they could really benefit from scoring early in this game. Garrett Whitlock and the bullpen arms go out. Garrett is on high alert. His wife is waiting by the moment to give birth to their second child, and he will pitch today. He's with the club, but the cell phone is going in the clubhouse, and Whitlock, you can only imagine the mixture of emotions he feels in that dugout. Pete Fatsie is going to bring the lineup card out today. The Red Sox are trying anything to sort of switch up the mojo around things, and so we'll get you those lineups in just a minute. Again, it is a different-looking group for the Red Sox without Roman in there for the first time. But first, it's time for today's national anthem, which is brought to you by Ace Ticket. Ace Ticket always has the best deals on the Red Sox and all your favorites in sports and entertainment. Visit aceticket.com or call 1-800-MY-SEATS. Back in Houston under the closed roof at Daikin Park, the newly named home of the Houston Astros, and Boston is just in desperate need of some positive momentum before heading back to Boston. The home opener, of course, with the Padres in town Friday afternoon. Well, the Red Sox will not have Roman Anthony in the lineup for the very first time this season. Middlebrooks, tell us who is in there for Alex Cora.
Well, these lineups brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. For the Boston Red Sox leading off, Will told you Jarren Duran in there today. Hopefully he provides some spark and get these guys going early. Batting second will be Trevor Story. He'll be at shortstop. Batting third, Masataka Yoshida. He'll be the DH. In the cleanup spot, Wilson Contreras. He'll be at first base. Wilyer Abreu bats fifth. He'll be in right field. Caleb Durbin batting sixth, back in there after a day off, hopefully to get his first knock in a Red Sox uni. He'll be at third base. Batting seventh, Cedon Rafaela. He'll be in center. Batting eighth will be Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He'll be at second. And rounding out the Red Sox, batting ninth, Connor Wong. He'll do the catching. For the Houston Astros, leading off, Jose Altuve. He'll be at second, followed by the, I'll say it again, always dangerous Yordan Alvarez. He'll be the DH. Batting third, Isaac Paredes. He'll be at third base. Cleanup spot, Carlos Correa. He'll play short. Batting fifth, Christian Walker. He's been hot. 6 doubles already. He'll play first. Batting sixth, Cam Smith. He'll be in right field. Batting seventh will be Jake Myers in center. In the 8th spot, Bryce Matthews. Big home run the other night, 434 feet to left center. That was a bomb. He'll be in left. And batting ninth, old friend Christian Vasquez. He'll do the catching for the Astros. Those lineups brought to you by Morgan & Morgan.
Yeah, Vasquez is in the warm-up routine with Mike Burrows, who came over from the Pirates in the offseason. He is a native of Waterford, Connecticut. Grew up a Red Sox fan, and Boston hoping to spoil his day, his second start in an Astros uniform. Injury report is brought to you by CVS. CVS knows that where you get your medicine matters. That's why CVS is by your side right when you need them the most. Welcome to CVS, the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. Well, bad news today. Tristan Casas suffered a setback. He feels some tightness on his right side. They're going to be very cautious with Tristan. Not knee-related, but still, for a guy with a long injury history, that is no good at all. Patrick Sandoval is going to pitch Tuesday for AA Portland in a rehab. Cutter Crawford is on his way as well. He'll begin a rehab in a couple of weeks. All right, here we go. Red Sox in the road gray unis, trying to find something positive. Jaron Duran makes his way toward the batter's box, pats the home plate umpire. Bruce Dreckman on the chest. Same too for Christian Vasquez, and doing a little groundskeeping in that left-handed batter's box. He was so comfortable as the leadoff man a year ago, Duran. Such a tone setter, and boy, could the Red Sox use that here today. Burrows gave up 9 hits in his season debut over 5 2/3 innings, threw a ton of change-ups. That can be a weapon for him. Here's Jaron Duran standing in. The first pitch of the game is lined into left field, a base hit. Oh, that's the start the Red Sox were dying for. 1 pitch and a shot into left.
Yeah, no more taking fastballs over the plate. Look for those pitches. I know you said Burrows does a lot of changeups, a lot of sliders. He uses the 4-seamer up just to get to those. Actually has reverse splits. Lefties don't see him well because of that changeup. Another reason Marcelo Meyer's not in there today.
Then our first hump over at first base. It comes from Jaron Duran. He put both hands on the helmet and smiled into the Red Sox dugout. They just need good energy today. Here's Trevor Story. Takes a high fastball for ball 1.
Yeah, need some loud contact. Traffic on the base paths. Get back to this style of baseball that this lineup can play.
Trevor is 4 for 24 with 10 strikeouts, although the hard hit rate is very good when he's put it in play. Duran leads. He does not go, and Trevor bloops it foul. Straight back and out of play. Red Sox under the roof. It's always 73 degrees inside. It's 110. Time attempt brought to you by Plymouth Rock. Auto and home insurance made for Boston sports fans. PlymouthRock.com/Red Sox. Yoshida out on deck. Story in that right-handed box. Duran not going. The pitch is swung on a miss. He chased a high fastball there. That's been one of the stories early in this season. He has expanded the zone and swung and missed more than usual.
And not only Trevor Story, it's been a lot of guys in this lineup chasing outside of the zone. You just can't do that in this league. But this pitcher stuff is way too good.
1 ball, 2 strikes. See if Jaron thinks about it here. Vasquez, at once an elite throwing catcher. Those numbers have dipped a little bit. Back 9 of his career. Jaron leading, not running the pitch. He is outside. He took that one, did Trevor. I've been a little surprised at how reluctant Duran has been to run so far this year.
Yeah, I like to see him a little more active, especially in the days that he's DHing, right? You're not in the outfield. Use those legs on the base paths.
He is in left today. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Story. Just underway in Houston. Double play depth. They throw over, and Jaron just has to dive back to the bag. Walker at first. Altuve at second. Correa's had a great series. He's the shortstop with Isaac Paredes at third. Jake Myers in center. Cam Smith in right. And Bryce Matthews in left. Leadoff hit, and now 2-2 to Story. Burrows at the belt. He comes home, and Trevor skies one into left field, but off the end of the bat, it hangs up into shallow left, and Matthews comes on to make the play for out number 1.
Yeah, the previous pitch, change up down and away, then goes that 4-seam. Good ride up in the zone, got in off the label of Trevor.
So here now, Massa, who's getting his second straight start. Again, if you're just joining us, no Roman Anthony today for the first time. He's in an 0 for 17 slide with 10 strikeouts. So Duran, the leadoff man, that paid off early. Now the Red Sox trying to cash it in. I expect Duran to run here.
Yeah.
1 on, 1 out. Massa the batter, and they do too. They throw over Burrows again, which so often is just an invitation to take off. It would puzzle me if Duran didn't run in this spot.
A little bit bigger lead here.
He does start, then stop. Maybe didn't time it up perfectly as Massa took a pitch inside. You'll see that from base runners sometimes. They think about it, and then if they think they didn't get a great jump or stumble a little bit, they'll put the brakes on. It's 1-0 to Massa. This Red Sox hitters saw Burrows in relief at Fenway with the Pirates a year ago. Durand leads. 1-0, not running. The pitch is outside a ball, and it's 2-0.
Massa hasn't seen a whole lot of pitches to hit. He's walked in so many of his plate appearances.
He saw this guy twice in the game last year. He's 1 for 2 against him, Yoshida. Wilson Contreras out on deck. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch is a strike, borderline. Bruce Dreckman is the home plate umpire. He said yes.
2-0 curveball. There's really no true fastball counts anymore in this game. Maybe 3-0.
No doubt. Of course, we'll be watching the challenges early in this one. Seems far-fetched to think the Red Sox would make that mistake again. Duran not running again, and here Massa takes a ball inside, and it's 3-1. I've almost said it too many times. How would he not run here, 3-1? Just take off, right?
And the way that Burrows throws, there's a good chance this could be a changeup here in a 3-1 count, trying to get a ground ball. You want to stay out of that double play.
Massa trying to find something to drive. 3-1. Duran doesn't go. The pitch is inside ball 4. Well, he'll end up at second anyhow. And so the Red Sox, who have been really struggling with runners in scoring position, get a chance right out of the gate.
A 2-0 breaking ball. And then a 3-1 changeup right there from Burrows. That's who he is. That's how he misses bats.
All right, here now Wilson Contreras, who did not see Burrows with the Pirates a year ago. This is first look at the right-hander. 2 on, 1 out in the first.
Loud noise right here.
Crochet waiting in the wings, the pitch. Swinging a broken bat blooper over third and foul. It was loud, not in the way you were expecting. That's some kindling.
You know, I thought Paredes had a chance to catch that. He kind of pulled up, and it landed like 3-4 feet from him. Had he kept running hard, I feel like he had a chance to make that play.
Yeah, off the bat, you were worried. I think that's a play Bregman makes over his shoulder.
Who?
He who should not be mentioned. He's got 2 homers for the Cubs. Struggling overall offensively, but Red Sox have got plenty of their own issues to resolve in this first week of the season. 0-1 to Contreras. Wilson, 2 for his first 17. 0-1, 2 on, 1 out the pitch. There's a ground ball up the middle and through into center field. That's a base hit. They do break through. Duran tears around third. He scores. Wilson Contreras has got his first Red Sox RBI, and in the first, it's 1-0 Sox.
It's just so important for this team to get on the board early, especially when you have the pick coming out there. When you got Crochet on the mound, give him something to work with. Go from there. Great job.
And now the table is really set because here's Wilyer Abreu. 2 on, a run in with 1 out. Wilyer has just been marvelous to start the season. 8 for 20 with 2 home runs. Looking for a crooked number right here. The pitch is a ball, but called a strike. That looked up and away. Now that's one. Abreu, he adjusts the helmet belatedly. That looked borderline, but I really would be surprised if they challenge early. That is an awful call. That missed by 2 inches. But it's 0-1 to Abreu.
That's a lot.
Pitch is way outside again, and it's 1-1. I mean, it's interesting as we go along here, Will. Like, as the season wears on, that wouldn't be a bad spot when you're certain. I just think the Red Sox are so snake-bitten right now.
A little gun-shy on it after yesterday.
1-1 to Abreu. 2 on, 1 out. Here's the pitch, and it is a check swing, down and in. He did not go around. It should be 3-0, but instead a hitter's count, and it's 2-1. And they've got Burrows right now completely on the ropes.
Well, 3-run piece right here would be nice, wouldn't it?
He's got 5 extra base hits already this season, most in the big leagues. 2-1. 2 on, 1 out. The pitch is a strike, and he will challenge Abreu. Will.
That looked off.
The pitcher's called a strike. The hitter is challenging.
Well, now this is not like the others. That was definitely a ball, by the way. They're going to win this by plenty. I mean, really, Abreu should be on base. We wait for the official verdict. That's out by more than an inch.
The call is overturned. The count is 3-1.
And so Bruce Dreckman not having a great start, 2.5 inches off the outside.
Well, look, I know it's early. We hate early challenges, but this is an important situation for the Sox. You have to cash in at least another run here.
Yeah, this is not like the other early challenges. That's a high leverage spot. 3-1 to Willier. They lead at first and second. And here's the pitch. It is swung on and skied down the third baseline toward the foul area. Paredes back behind the box makes the play. And that's a huge second out. I mean, Dreckman missed 2 pitches in that at bat. Really, Willier should be on first, but instead he comes up empty. And now it falls to Caleb Durbin. Defensive alignment brought to you by James Hardy. Hardy Siding is America's #1 brand of siding. So a run in, but looking for more. 2 on, 2 out for Durbin. Pitch to him is fouled off at the feet. Caleb looking for his first Red Sox hit. He's 0 for his first 14.
And 0 for 22, I believe. You go back to last September. He did go off in the playoffs, but in the regular season, 0 for his last 22.
They've done the hard part. They've broken through, but looking for much more here. 0-1. Pitch is a ground ball softly hit to the left side. Paredes cuts in front of Correa, goes the short way to second, and it's in time to get Contreras, and the inning is over. That's disappointing after the strong start. The Red Sox, though, do get a run for Crochet, who will take the mound. When we return, Altuve, Alvarez, and Paredes for the Astros. 1-0 Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Shaw's Supermarkets has your chance to attend the world's biggest soccer games here in Massachusetts. And you could be at Boston Stadium for the excitement. Simply redeem your Shaw's grocery reward points for the sweepstakes entry offers in the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app to enter. Boost your chances to win by clipping the 4-time points multiplier and shopping select Lay's and Dietz & Watson products. Learn more at shaws.com/soccer sweeps. Spring is back in Red Sox Nation, which means it's time to get your yard ready for the season ahead. Cookouts, backyard catch, friends and family together. Your lawn is the backdrop to it all. So this season, get your lawn ready with Pennington and keep it strong all year long. As the official lawn care provider of the Boston Red Sox, Pennington is all about thick, durable grass. Built for life's big and small moments. Pennington Grass Seed, available at the Home Depot.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Over 35 years, I've seen it all. Car crashes, work injuries, defective products, medical mistakes, lives flipped upside down in an instant. But I've also seen something else, the power of fighting back, the power of winning. Over $30 billion recovered and counting. Size matters, reputation matters, results matter. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Morgan & Morgan is responsible for this ad. John Morgan is licensed in Florida and Tennessee. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to power your progress, like free fitness training and best-in-class equipment, so you can give everything you've got. Join the club today for 1 cent down, $15 a month. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, April 10th. See club for details.
Hi, this is Garrett Crochet. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Garrett Crochet in the gauntlet, this red-hot Astros offense that leads Big League Baseball in hits. Has Jose Altuve leading it off, and Altuve rips one down the left field line. Foul. He was ready to go. An elevated four-seamer, as always, 0-1.
That could have been the rosin bag flying up there, and he would have been hacking at it. I mean, these Astros gave Crochet some trouble last year in mid-August. 7 hits, 5 runs, a homer. Really felt like the outing that lost Crochet the Cy Young.
0-1. The pitch is a chopper foul. It's the only game he's lost in his last 21 starts.
He's 15-1 his last, going back to mid-June last year with like a 2.7.
The beast, the pig, whatever you want to call him, he is on the mound in a big spot with a 1-0 lead. The 0-2 is a check swing. He went around. So a great sweeper from Garrett Crochet and a big first out.
I love that sequence. 4-seam fastball. Okay, you're going to ambush me. Here's a cutter. All right, and then I'm going to throw this sweeper at your back shoelace. Good luck.
Well, good luck with this dude, Jordan Alvarez.
This should be fun.
Ooh, power on power. Again, I think this is like Judge and Ohtani. That's the kind of hitter this dude is. He's 2 for 5 against Garrett and a fastball Makes a little statement inside, ball one.
I love that. Make him uncomfortable. He's a big guy. He leans out over the plate. That's why he covers so much ground over the plate.
I don't get the sense he's ever uncomfortable. 1-0. Pitch is a beauty. I mean, that's just a nasty fastball right there for a strike. And it's 1-1.
Yeah, nice two-seam sinker right there, middle away.
He was awesome on opening day. 8 strikeouts, 3 hits, and 6 shutout innings. 1-1 to Air Jordan. That's another great fastball. 96, power on power, 1-2.
That's the thing. The first pitch in made him think about that. All of a sudden he's thinking, here comes off speed. Here comes slider, cutter. And it's been 2 fastballs right there, and he took them.
Play him a little bit to pull. The 1-2, swing and a foul. And that is what Alex Cora was talking about with us. This guy is a complete hitter. He will wear guys down. I mean, Crochet is the best of the best. Not many left-handed hitters are able to spoil that one and stay alive.
That just, I'm yelling from the treetops. Fastball top of the zone right here. Blow his doors off.
Better get it up enough. 1-2. Here's the pitch, and it is ripped into right field, and it's down for at least a hit. Abreu's going to play it off the track and off the wall. That was a breaking ball, and Jordan Alvarez has a 1-out double.
Look, I don't care if you're Nolan Ryan. You can't back up the same pitch to a hitter like that. He just spoiled a really good one, and then you flip him one in the zone. He's going to hit it.
So he just keeps on hitting. I mean, he's now 6 for 9 with 2 homers, 2 doubles, and 4 driven in the series. And just like that, the Astros have the tying run on base. Now, remember, Carlos Narvaez was supposed to be behind the plate today, but a late scratch. The pitch is inside, and by all accounts, all estimation, not baseball related. There's no injury. Alex Cora adamant all week he wants Narvaez and Crochet to stay together, but not today. 1-0 to Paredes. Pitch is ripped foul on the third base side off the dugout. Paredes is 2 for 3 with a homer against Garrett Crochet. Amazing.
I mean, guy can hit. You know that.
His first pitch, Garrett's, brought to you by ball, which was his big-time out pitch on opening day.
Yeah, but he's also shown that he's kind of gone away from the splitter, change-up, whatever it is that he's working on. So these hitters are really just cutting the plate in half. They're going to look to pull him. If he can execute some pitches down and away to righties, it might help him out.
Paredes calls for time. Yeah, Garrett said, I played with the splitter in spring. I'm done.
Yeah.
Go back to the change he used last year. Right away, a need for a shutdown inning with Jordan Alvarez at second base. 1-2, 1-0 Sox. The pitch, chopper foul. Third base side, sweeper. Thrown a lot of those, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, you have to really execute the fastballs and breaking balls into these righties, because the Crawford box, you feel like you're right on top of the infield. It's so close here and left.
Story, the shortstop, way back on the grass. Durbin off the line and deep two. The 1-2 is lined into left center field. A long run for Don. He can't get it. He dives after it, boxes it around. Alvarez was holding. He comes around to score. And we are tied at 1 in the first.
Yeah, it wasn't crushed. I mean, he got in on Paredes and just kind of fell down in between the outfielders. Don covering a ton of ground. I thought he was going to maybe lay out and get to this ball. It was a four-seam up above the zone. Might have broken the bat, but just found green. Got a tie ball game.
Now, it's the Red Sox catching this Astros offense at their hottest time. I mean, it's a weekend, but they destroyed the Angels the last 2 of that series, and they are rolling with the bat. So after a run in the first, the Sox give it back, and now tying run at second for Correa, who takes a fastball just inside for ball 1. Correa 3 for 9 with a couple of strikeouts in his career against Crochet. Saw each other a lot with the Twins and White Sox. Correa in this series 3 for 7 with 2 driven in. 1-0 pitch. High with a fastball. And it's 2-0. It's unfair to ask Crochet to be perfect every time. But the way Jordan Alvarez is right now, you make a mistake, you will pay. And they did. 2-0. That's a strike on the outside corner with a fastball, 2-1.
A little backdoor cutter, which could be a good pitch for him with these hitters looking for everything close to him.
Trying to keep the game tied in this first inning. Medium-sized crowd on a Wednesday afternoon. The 2-1 off the end of that lookout in the on-deck area past Christian Walker. And it's 2-2. Arbella Insurance Foundation dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Every strikeout from a Sox pitcher during this year, Arbella donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. Here for the Jimmy Fund and here for good. We've seen this so many times in the last decade. Correa at the plate against the Red Sox. He grounds this one softly to short. Story has it go under his glove. He played it into an error. He wanted to get the third hop, and he just whiffed on it. So trouble again on the infield for the Red Sox. Something they were banking on being a strength this year. Yet another error and a test for Crochet.
Yeah, it was one of those cue balls off the end of the bat with some weird spin on it. You know, Trevor, instead of going with conviction to charge that ball and get it, tried to get himself a hop, and that ball just played him at short.
It's like the one in Cincinnati, too, where he kind of backpedaled on it and had nothing on the throw. So now you're just asking for more trouble. Here's Christian Walker, right-handed hitter. Pitch. Driven down the left field line, but foul. He turned on that one. I mean, that's the big thing that Walker's been working on, getting around to fastballs. That was a cutter. He's already got 6 doubles this year.
He leads Major League Baseball with those doubles. He's got 6 RBIs also. Took him 23 games last year to get 6 RBIs.
0-1. Astros at the corners in a tie game with 1 out. The pitch is ripped into left. That's a base hit. That was another cutter. Crochet continues to double up on pitches in this inning. It is not working. The error hurts the Red Sox, and it's 2-1 Houston.
Well, these righties, it's clear. They're going up there looking for the pitches in, and they're stepping in the bucket and just trying to pull it to left. So even if they're mishitting it, that one wasn't mishit. That was a backup slider that sweeper just hung over the plate. But even the pitches off the plate in, you're seeing these right-handed batters get good wood on it, because that's what they're looking for.
And for the first time in his Red Sox career, Garrett's going to see the pitching coach, Andrew Bailey, on the mound in the first inning. And it's just the kind of week it's been. And the Red Sox won behind Crochet on opening day. Since then, it has not gone well at all. It was a very quick meeting. Andrew had a pretty simple message for Crochet. Again, mistake to Alvarez, little blue pit for Paredes, error by Story, and a shot by Walker, who's swinging it to start the year. Here now Cam Smith, who hit an opposite field home run last night. Now, this is a guy you do want to come in on, and it is a fastball on the outside corner, sinker 95 for strike 1. Cam Smith in his second full big league season, he's got that swing the other way. He's proven that over and over again. You want to be careful on the outer half. 2 on, 2 in, 0-1. Is fouled right underneath us. We almost got our second foul ball of the road trip, but about 5 rows in front. Hit the bare hands of a fan, and it's 0-2. He was on that pitch. Crochet's thrown 22 pitches. 2-1 Houston. Already in the first, the pitch is a line foul. He tried to stop his swing, could not, and kind of poked it foul off the end of the bat. That was a sweeper on the outer half, 0-2.
Yeah, I mean, you make a good point. This guy hadn't been able to pull the ball well. Hit the home run to right field yesterday. All these pitches are middle out to him so far.
Feels like the time for his best cutter inside.
Yeah.
0-2. Outfield shades the other way, understandably, for Smith, who watches Crochet step off the rubber. Already 3 hits against Garrett. Something about this ballpark in this lineup. They've got him a little bit. The 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Now that was a much-needed elevated fastball. And they're 2 away. That means the run will be unearned. And so would any others to follow. But that's not Crochet's focus at all.
Yeah, Crochet's throwing a ton of sweepers so far in this first inning. And it kind of makes sense. I could see that being somewhat of a scouting report. Houston's second in baseball against fastballs so far this season. 356 against it, but that's not I haven't seen Garrett Crochet's fastball, put it that way.
Here's Jake Myers. Pitch is fouled back. I mean, it's not quite to that level, not even close, but we remember how much difficulty Chris Sale had with the Baltimore Orioles. He just continuously got hit so hard. And we left here August 11th last year wondering whether the Astros had something on Garrett Crochet, whether he was possibly tipping a little bit. The 0-1 is ripped into right center field. Huge trouble. Cedon over on the glide. He's there to make the play. Wow. What a catch by Cedon. That just saved 2 runs. Unbelievable speed and coverage for Cedon Rafaela. And because of that, in spite of a lot of loud contact, it's only 2 in for the Astros. 2-1 Houston on the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Let love bloom in a 2026 Subaru Crosstrek Hybrid with symmetrical all-wheel drive and up to 597 miles per tank for uninterrupted adventure. Buy with 1.9% financing or lease for just $339 per month. All things grow with love. It's what makes Subaru, Subaru. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturo Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings good up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Upgrade your property with John Deere equipment from United Ag and Turf. Get 2.9% financing for 84 months, plus up to $1,750 off select compact tractors. Offers end April 30th, 2026. See dealer for details.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Cedon leads it off in the second. He gets hit by the first pitch. It came in on him and clipped him on the left sleeve.
All right, speed on the base pass. You like that.
They need a lot today. Crochet not exactly razor sharp. He stormed into the Red Sox clubhouse. He was not happy with the way that first inning went.
This offense just needs one of those 9-run games, right? Just wake up.
And here comes Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Cedon was the 7th batter, brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. All 7s after 6-1-7. Here is IKF. He hates that nickname. Izzy, he prefers. Swings over the top of a sinker, and it's 0-1. He got to start on opening day. Was lifted from Marcelo, who got the big pinch hits for the Sox. And their only win of the year. Cedon not much of a lead at all at first. They must not have a real good read on Burrows, who throws over, and Cedon back to the bag standing.
I feel like Izzy could be a good hit-and-run candidate, too. Hits the ball on the ground on the right side a lot.
It's a play we just don't see anymore, but I love it. 0-1 to Kiner-Falefa. Cedon leading, not going the pitch, is popped up. To second. Altuve is there. He camps out. He makes the play. Did he drop it on purpose?
He let it drop on purpose.
He did.
You know, when that went up, my infielder brain kicked in, and I'm thinking I'd rather Kiner-Falefa at first than Cedon. It's such a brainy play.
It is. You're allowed to do that. You're not allowed to act like you're going to catch it and then drop it. He let it go, and so they have a speed downgrade for the Red Sox at first. Smart. So, Kiner-Falefa is now at first. And here's Connor Wong, who was great at the plate yesterday. Drove in their first run. Here he takes low, the Houston kid. Sinker, ball 1.
You know those games you don't think you're playing in, and you end up in the game? I feel like you always go off.
The ultimate ambush.
Yeah. You don't have time to think about it.
Duran is out on deck. 2-1 Houston in the second. Pitch. Chopper toward third, foul. At some point, we'll get to the bottom of what happened with Carlos Narvaez before the game. He seems like the least likely guy just about on the whole team to do anything to warrant a benching. But an opportunity and an opening for Connor Wong. 1-1 with Kiner-Falefa at first. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Man, way in front of a changeup. And it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's Burrow's go-to pitch. His fastballs, for the most part, are show-me pitches. He wants to get to his off-speed, even against righties.
One and 2 to Wong. The Red Sox did get that run in the first, but they had the table set for a big one. Could not cash in. 1-2. Hard shot inside the third base bag. That's going to go to the corner. Kiner Falefa around second. He'll head for third. He is held there. Stay hot. Connor Wong. The ambush indeed, and the Red Sox have him at second and third.
Now, a little H-Town love for Connor Wong. I was friends and family in the house. Saw the Klan after the game the first night here. Big crowd. It's got to feel good for him.
I don't think even Rafaela would have scored there from first, especially only with one out. Matthews did well to get over there. So now a big chance for Jarren Duran to tie the game or more. Second and third, one out. They play him way back. They'll concede the run at third as Duran takes a breaking ball, low ball one.
This is part of experience as a player. Duran's got to look at this situation. Second, third, one out, base open. They're going to pitch him differently here. They're going to try to get him to chase out of the zone because they don't mind if he goes to first base.
First time Kiner Falefa has led from third since Game 7, and Duran does the job. A soft ground ball on the right side. Correa throws to first in time.
Attaboy.
They get the run home. This time Kiner Falefa steps on the plate, and it's 2-2.
It's a great job right there. He knew he was going to get junk, right? First pitch curveball at his back foot. Another off-speed pitch there. Doesn't try to do too much. Doesn't try to hit the 3-run homer. Infield back. Just put the ball in play.
So it immediately pays dividends to have Duran in the leadoff spot. And here now Trevor's story. We have seen it a lot in the past. When Trevor makes an error, he's pretty quick to atone at the plate. 2 down here. He takes a strike. Fastball in the outside corner. Heart of the order brought to you by Amvutra. Ask your doctor about Amvutra and visit amvutra.com. Trevor fly to left his first time. Wong at third. Tie game in the second. Pitch. Swinging a foul. Look out, Brooksy, over your head.
I wanted it.
Would have been our second story foul in the booth of the road trip. I almost lost a fingernail in Cincinnati.
Hey, just in time for Easter dinner. Ham is now on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Pick up Signature Select Spiral Sliced Ham Bone-In for only 99 cents a pound. Limit 2 while supplies last.
0-2 to Story. Red Sox and Astros knotted at 2. We've had some drama early. The offense is going finally for Boston. 3 hits, looking for a 4th. Here it is, and it's cued off the end of the bat. That has been an issue early, and at times in his career, spin away from Story.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, kind of the book on Trev. Fastball up and in, breakers down and away. His swings at fastballs have been, not a ton of hits, obviously, but he's hit the ball hard.
0-2. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He missed that slider by a mile, and the inning is over. But the Red Sox do get a run thanks to Connor Wong, mostly. We go to the bottom of the second. Crochet back to the mound, tied at 2 in the Shaw's and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
At Meineke, our goal is doing car care right. That's why our independently owned and operated Meineke locations offer multiple financing solutions to help you keep your car on the road. Whether it's tires, brakes, engine repairs, or an oil change, Meineke has you covered. Fix now, pay over time with financing solutions that provide customized options for you. Schedule an appointment by visiting Meineke.com and you'll be surprised how much we can help. Trust your key with Meineke. Meineke, doing car care right.
I felt a jackhammering pain in my jaw.
Like someone sawing my bones.
Barbed wire in my shoulder.
Like a cattle prod in my hip.
Like I put my foot in a blender.
Pain is different for everyone. But where pain starts, Jernavix suzetrigine begins. Jernavix is a non-opioid 50-milligram prescription tablet for adults with moderate to severe acute pain that reduces pain signals before they reach the brain. Before those signals tell the brain to feel
like I punched an angry beehive.
And pain reduction can finally begin. Do not take Jernavix with CYP3A inhibitors. Avoid use with grapefruit or liver problems, as these may increase side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medicines if you are pregnant or breastfeeding. Jernavix may make certain medicines and birth control less effective. Side effects include itching, muscle spasms, rash, and elevated muscle enzymes. To learn more about Jernavix, ask your doctor. Call 1-833-589-PAIN or visit jernavix.com.
Celebrate Easter this Saturday and Sunday at the 99 Restaurant and enjoy delicious menu specials like prime rib, double barbecue turkey tips, or their famous colossal or hot buttered lobster rolls. You gotta love the Nines.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
All right, Crochet back to the mound for the bottom of the second inning. Bryce Matthews to face him, tied at 2. Sox runs in each of their first 2 trips to the plate. And now the big boy throws, and Matthews takes a fastball high and outside, ball 1. What do you think he's looking to adjust in this second inning?
Well, he's got to get stuff out of the middle of the plate. I want him to trust his fastball more. He's a lot of sweepers so far.
This is a sinking fastball that splits the plate 1-1. He does not take failure well, Crochet.
He's not used to it.
Nope, 1-1. Is just a little high. You alluded to these numbers. I mean, his last 21 starts, 15-1 with a 2.77 ERA. Whatever reason, the Astros have gotten him. He's 0-2 with a 5.79 in 3 starts. 2-1. Rip foul on the first base side.
It's been all gas so far. I mean, that was a cutter. What a version of the heater, nonetheless.
I think the most surprising swing of the week came off this dude's bat.
Oh, goodness. That was a rocket.
He expected from Alvarez, not this guy. 435 to center field. 2-2 pitch. Fouled off on the first base side. All right, so now that's a lot of heaters. Does it set something soft up here?
Well, he's been up, middle, and in with the fastball. He could even go 2-seamer up and away. You start to look in a lot against Crochet.
2-2. That was a sweeper. Tried to get it in enough, but Matthews does well to stay alive. Foul ball.
Yeah, the sweeper's not biting a ton. I mean, it's kind of... It's breaking, but it's not getting to that back foot. It's staying in the zone. That's where you can get hurt.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch to Matthews. That is down and in. Another slider. The Yankees, when we were off the air last night, shut out the Mariners 5-0. Max Fried was spectacular again. Subaru New England School Board. Let love bloom in a 2026 Subaru. Get yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. 3-2 is lined to short. It's a little looper, and Trevor is there to make the play. 1 down.
Yeah, it's a good pitch there. After a couple sweepers down and in, goes to the heat, in on the hands.
So now
get the barrel to it.
Sorry, Will. The Yankees are 4-1. Blue Jays beat the Rockies. They too 4-1. So the Red Sox, after 5 games, 3 back. Trying to get one in the win column today. Tied in the second. Here's a ground ball up the middle off the bat of Christian Vasquez. Story's got it. He throws first, and on 1 pitch, Vasquez gone. 2 down.
Well, needed a nice quick one there. Make this a quick inning. Keep that pitch count where he wants it.
He had the labor in the first.
Yeah, he's at 36 now.
Don't use the word labor around Garrett Whitlock, at least not for another day or so.
No. At least not Jordan, his wife.
Everybody on pins and needles expecting their second.
We sat down in the hotel and had some coffee yesterday morning, caught up, and it was her due date yesterday.
I know. Here's Altuve. Takes a pitch outside, ball 1.
So he's on edge, to say the least.
He will pitch today.
Well, they're home in Alabama. It's not like they're in Boston, so got to figure that one out.
I would imagine that's a spot where maybe there's a jet waiting for him. The 1-0 is a strike on the inside corner. The Red Sox do such an amazing job of that.
Taking care of their guys.
Yeah, I mean, I would bet that the team has organized something that is just ready 1 hour after the game. Get home for Witt. 1-1 pitch is a strike on the outside corner. That was a beauty. Backdoor sweeper to Altuve, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's where you got to throw it to these guys. They're out there looking to turn and burn, which that should be the game plan against Crochet. But backdoor and a sweeper, that's nasty.
Altuve struck out swinging his first time. The pitch now is another sweeper.
That looked like a change. It was a changeup.
Oh,
well, you got to get a little nasty when you're facing these top 2 guys in this lineup.
You don't want to see Alvarez in this inning.
Break out a knuckleball to Alvarez for all I care.
Throw it underhand. Try something. The monster waits on deck. 2-2 is strike 3 called. Altuve wants to challenge. It did look a little low.
Pitch is called a strike. The hitter is challenging.
It's kind of a risky challenge by Altuve, but I really did think that was a ball.
I thought it was down, too.
Here's the call, and it was.
Not a whole lot of room. Not a whole lot of room between the bottom of the strike zone and the dirt with Altuve up there. Well, that found it.
Thimble-sized strike zone. So each team has challenged and won. Each still have 2. We're tied at 2 in the second. Crochet comes home. And a pitch is up the middle off of the mound. It's backhanded by Kiner Falefa. Throws to first in time. That avoided Crochet, thank God. And thank God, indeed, that you don't have to see Yordan Alvarez with anybody on base in the second. We go to the third. Knotted it to Yoshida Contreras. I think he's going to do something big. And then Wilyer Abreu on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Star Market has your chance to attend the world's biggest soccer games here in Massachusetts. And you could be at Boston Stadium for the excitement. Simply redeem your Star Market grocery reward points for the sweepstakes entry offers in the Star Market Deals and Delivery app to enter. Boost your chances to win by clipping the 4-time points multiplier and shopping select Lay's products. Learn more at starmarket.com/soccer sweeps.
Veg ER for Pets has revolutionized the pet emergency experience. Not only will you see an experienced veterinarian right away, but you will stay with your pet the entire time. Visit veg.com to find the location nearest you. Veg ER for Pets is the official emergency veterinarian group of Red Sox Radio.
Hi, it's Will Fleming here, and Boston weather is relentless. The ice, the snow, the summer humidity. Your home's exterior can take a beating. What if your siding was made to stand strong through it all? Hardy fiber cement siding is engineered for our climate. It resists cracking in the freezing cold and won't swell in the summer heat. You get the timeless beauty of wood with lasting protection and low maintenance. Your home deserves the #1 brand of siding in North America. Learn more at jameshardy.com. That's jameshardy.com.
At 110 Grill, you'll find modern American cuisine in a trendy, casual atmosphere. Visit one of 110 Grill's 33 locations all throughout New England, where you can enjoy favorites like pulled pork mac and cheese, chicken caprese, steak tips, and now a new lighter fare menu. As always, 100% of 110's core menu can be made gluten-free. 110 Grill's proud partner of the Red Sox Radio Network. Visit 110grill.com for more information.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Here in Houston, Masataka Yoshida steps up to the plate. First pitch in there for a strike on the outer half.
0-1 to Yoshida. Another strike on the outside corner.
One of these days, when you miss the first pitch, somebody's going to go deep.
It's going to be a bomb.
And I'm going to get to go nuts.
I love it. 0-2 is a soft ground ball foul outside of first. There's a lot of things we love about Houston. Great hospitality, awesome broadcast position, good food. They take great care of us. Jeanette Menchow, our engineer. Some things are pretty far apart, though. 0-2. Pitch. Massa swings and misses. He was caught in between there. On a breaking ball, and he is out #1. It's amazing. Massa's been an on-base machine, but still looking for a knock. Here now, Wilson Contreras. And I'm with you. I think loud noises could be made off his bat today. One down the pitch. Ooh, swing and a miss. Change up. That's what Burroughs does, and it's 0-1.
Contreras up there, dead red heater. Burroughs pulls a string.
0-1 with Abreu on deck. The pitch is a ground ball toward third, but foul. Backhanded over there by Paredes, and Wilson broke his bat. He needs some new lumber. That would not have happened had he used wood from Cape Cod Lumber. There's probably a better choice for your lumber. Find the lumber for your next project at capecodlumber.com.
This will be bat #3 for Contreras now.
How many gamers would you bring to a dugout?
2. If I'd
so
break one, I'd
scramble
run
into
up.
the clubhouse to the bat bag?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I didn't break that many bats.
You just broke parts of your body. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed. A breaking ball, and they're 2 away.
That's a fact.
Now, it looks like Burrows is kind of settling in here. 3 strikeouts in a row. And the 2 down, here's Williams.
He's commanding the curveball really well. I mean, using the changeup and advantage counts, fastball counts early, and then going to the big breaker to finish guys.
Hitters are superstitious about bats, and they feel like if they find one that's good, and Willier thinks that right now with this one in his hand, the pitch, swung on and missed. This is not the one he threw to the ceiling in the WBC, I wouldn't think. That's got to be in a trophy case somewhere. But this thing's had a ton of hits in it, too.
Is there a Venezuelan Baseball Hall of Fame?
It'll be there. 0-1. Ooh, fouled back.
Hey, a fastball.
And look, you can see this bat. He's been using it for a long while. There's pine tar up the neck and just marks all over the barrel.
I would have one bat I'd use in batting practice, and then I had gamers. Now, I like to use a heavier bat in batting practice just to I'd get in the game, my bat would feel lighter, especially if I'm facing a guy throwing gas.
Get a little extra whip on it.
Little whip.
Whip. 2-2 Red Sox and Astros. Base is clear with 2 down. Abreu, red hot to start the year. He is 0 for his last 5. He's mortal after all. Nothing into the pitch. He is high. Good take.
Hey, happy Passover to everybody who celebrates. Jenny and all her family at the house celebrating today, and then they're flying to Boston tomorrow. Get to see my babies.
So good. Been too long for that. Here's a swing and a miss. A slider. See if everybody enjoys the bitter herbs tonight. Red Sox feel a little bitter about that third. 2-2 the score after 2.5 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
I'm Dan Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, millions of people called us for representation. Why? Because trust grows when you win. And we've won a lot. Over $30 billion and counting. When you call America's largest injury law firm, you're calling a family. You're calling an army, our army. You're calling somebody who will fight for you. Injured? Let our family fight for your family. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Morgan & Morgan is responsible for this ad. John Morgan is licensed in Florida and Tennessee. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Spring is the season to find stuff. We're not going there. We're going here at findmassmoney.gov to see if you have money coming to you that you may not even know about. From a forgotten savings account, uncashed payroll check, refund check. It might have never gotten to you. You know, it's estimated that 1 out of every 10 people have unclaimed property. See if your name's on the list. Go to findmassmoney.gov. In the spring season of trying to find things, let's see if you got some money coming to you at findmassmoney.gov.
Just in time for Easter dinner and ham sandwiches. Ham is on sale at Shaws and Star Market. Today through Thursday, pick up Signature Select Spiral Sliced Ham bone-in for only 99 cents a pound. Limit 2 while supplies last. That's right, save big on ham. And find other deals and rewards when you use the Shaws Deals and Delivery app. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Don't miss out on Spiral Sliced Ham. Shaws and Star Market. Proud to be local since 1860.
Look for the WEEI street team in and around Fenway Park at the home opener this Friday. Snap a pic with our home opener commemorative photo frame. This is your chance to win free groceries for a year with the Shaws and Star Market Grand Slam Summer Sweepstakes. Shaws and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Hart, Fitzy, and Johnson.
Weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Yordan Alvarez against Garrett Crochet, and for the second straight time, a fastball comes inside and almost clips him. Alvarez doubled his first time, scored the Astros' first run. He got 2 in the first. Red Sox have 2 of their own. 1-0 to the terrifying Alvarez. The pitch, swing and a miss. Now that great cutter, and it's 1-1.
We set that up nicely. The 2-seamer at the kneecaps of Alvarez, then cutter on the paint away.
This is one of those matchups you get every so often. The 1-1 outside sweeper. That was a ball, and it's 2-1. Kind of for left of the second baseman, way over in the hole, and so too Contreras backed up. The 2-1 is a ball. This is where, in the old days, I bet both infielders on the right side would otherwise be on the grass. I would.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the dude you want in that box so close to you. 3-1. That's a strike. Beautiful pitch on the outside corner. Great sinker, and it's 3-2.
Facing guy, I remember like Paul Konerko, who would buggy whip some stuff to third base. Jose Batista, Encarnacion, those guys on the turf. I'd be in shallow left.
3-2, the pitch. Little looper in a shallow left field, and they just cannot get him out. Duran dives after it, can't make the play. Almost came up with it, but Alvarez, that's what makes him so special. He just puts it in play, sometimes with authority, and others for blue pits like that.
Just for his amount of power that he has at the plate, it's wild the contact he makes, right? That's a tough pitch. Two-seamer up and in at his eyes. Duran just about got to that. He left his feet and just off the tip of the glove.
He'll be ticked at himself. I mean, it's a very hard play, but Jaron is so hard on himself. I bet he feels great running around in the outfield again as Paredes gets hit. Wow. Fastball ran up and in, so immediate trouble here for Crochet in the third. This third inning is brought to you by Citgo, a club you want to get into, Club Citgo. Get the app now and instantly save 23 cents a gallon on your first fill-up.
It was a 94-mile-an-hour cut fastball right off the elbow guard. You could hear that at contact. That's why you wear it. Still out to check on him.
I mean, I think it's fair to say he is just not that sharp today, Crochet.
Well, this is where, Crochet has picked up this team in so many ways over the last season. And then sometimes your offense got to find a way to pick you up.
This may well be one of those days. Here now, Carlos Correa, who's come up in so many spots like this in this series. Base runners galore. And now 2 on, none out. It feels like this has been 3 days running. Bases totally loaded all the time with Astros as Correa's almost hit by a fastball inside ball one. Every time you look up, there are 2 guys on.
Yeah, Correa's hit a lot on the ground this year. Somehow get the ball on the ground here, get 2 outs out of it.
He hit it under Story's glove last time, 1-0. Is a ground ball to third. Durbin bobbles to second for 1 IK up to first 2 in time. Well, they were able to overcome the bobble, and exactly as you ordered, 5-4-3, big 2 outs.
Yeah, huge 2 outs. That ball's hit hard. That's what gave Durbin the opportunity as it kind of clinked off of his glove, but stayed in front of his face, able to regain control, get it over, made a good feed to Izzy as he turned that thing for 2.
I mean, that was as tailor-made as it could be. Oh, so lucky it popped right in front of him. They'll take it. And here now Christian Walker, who singled in a run his first time.
Yeah, that was 105 off the bat. He hit it hard.
Pitch. Good one. Crochet, that was dotted on the outside corner. Backdoor cutter, and it's 0-1. League leaders brought to you by AZEK Exteriors, the leaders in exterior trim moldings. This dude, Christian Walker, 6 doubles to lead baseball. 0-1. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Wow. He's gone to that changeup a little bit here. That was nasty. 0-2.
He's used it against the hot hitters, Altuve and now Walker. Unless he used the fastball or cutter in, get the hitter thinking about that, then turn one over. That was perfect.
Every time Crochet takes them out, he joins lists with all-time great Red Sox pitchers. The 0-2 is chopped foul. I mean, his opening day start put him on lists with Sale and Pedro and Clay Buchholz. And he joins Roger Clemens and Justin Verlander as the only pitchers with more than 250 strikeouts and fewer than 60 earned runs in the first 33 starts with any team. The 0-2 outside. That's just going to be his story with the Red Sox. All-time comparisons. Love to get out of this jam right here. 1-2 to Walker. Tied at 2 in the third. Pitch in the dirt. Good stop there by Wong. Red Sox on EEI brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Ford, the official vehicle of that dirty water and the official vehicle of Major League Baseball. Great to be back by the dirty water on Friday. Fenway home opener. San Diego in town. 2-2 pitch. Foul back. We take 10 seconds for station ID in the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Tie game, bottom 3. Yordan Alvarez on third. The pitch is skied into right center field. It will hang up. Abreu comes in and over. He's there to make the play. Nice job by Crochet to work around a couple of base runners to begin the inning. To the fourth we go. 2-2. Durbin, Rafaela, and Kiner Falefa on the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Ratliff, Engineering Director at Nissan. We know some things are important to hear from an expert, not a voice actor. For instance, the Nissan Frontier is not only powerful and fun to drive, but it's durable too. We added the V6 engines. When you need that power in the off-road, it's there. I know. We've tested it a lot. Now get out there and find your Frontier.
Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on select 2026 Frontier trims. For J.D. Power 2025 US IQS award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Example: 0 down payment, 0% APR for 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. 1.9% APR for 60 months at $1,748 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary, subject to NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 5/4/26.
Boston baseball fans, it's Will Fleming. Spring in New England means baseball is back and backyard season is beginning. TimberTech Decking combines innovative technology with durable materials to deliver the beauty of wood without the maintenance. Built to handle the elements season after season. Order free samples or connect with a contractor near you at timbertech.com. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
Be sure to stop by the WEEI and Drake's Cakes table after the Red Sox home opener this Friday from 4 to 6. We'll be sampling favorites like Devil Dogs and try the new Mochaccino flavored Devil Dog. Life's better with cake. Drake's Cakes.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Caleb Durbin leads it off, and the first pitch of the fourth is a borderline strike call. That was a curveball, maybe clipped the corner.
Yeah, Baskey didn't catch it well back there. It made it look like a ball.
Durbin 0 for his first 15. The pitch. Chopper on the right side of the infield. It's a high little flip to second. Altuve comes in, gloves and throws just in time to get Durbin. That thing was like off a trampoline. But Durbin's struggles continue. One down for Cedon. Fourth inning brought to you by Cars for Kids. The deadline to file taxes, as you know, is now. Don't miss the chance to donate your car to Cars for Kids for a $26 deduction. One down, Rafaela takes a strike on the inside corner. Cedon hit by a pitch his first time and immediately doubled off. Here he's almost plunked again. Limbo's out of the way. Cedon hit the opposite field homer late last night. Other than that, that's his only hit of the series. They are such a different offense when he flips the lineup over and is on base for the top side. 1-1 is swung on and missed. But today, with Kiner Falefa and Wong in there, he's batting in the 7 hole, which is a totally different look. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Cedon cannot stop his swing. It's one of those where he just feels like he's committed to swing before the pitch comes home. It's out of play foul, 1-2.
Burrows really reached back there. That was 96. Kind of went unnoticed yesterday, but home run by Cedon to right late in that one.
1-2. Rafael awaits the pitch. He swings and misses horribly at a curveball that was in the left-handed batter's box. Again, that's just like a predetermined swing. And he is gone. We're approaching the 110th pitch of the game, which is brought to you by 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. Visit any of their 33 locations all throughout New England. That's the kind of swing he's got to stop.
Yeah, you can't be in auto swing mode with 2 strikes. You just can't.
2 down. Here's Kiner Falefa. The pitch is a swing and a miss. He really sold out there. Missed a slider badly, and it's 0-1. Now, without Roman in there, without Meyer in some ways, this bottom of the order is a A little bit different look. The 0-1 is low.
No Narvaez as well.
Yeah.
But with that said, Connor Wong's been swinging a good bat.
Yep.
So you're not losing a lot.
1-1. Here's the pitch. Strike. Cedon can be so valuable. I mean, he's an elite center fielder. He gives you clutch, big hits. But his ceiling is going to be capped as long as he cannot stop doing what he just did.
Yeah.
1-2. Pitch. It's cued foul. Kind of Falefa chase one there. Protection mode with 2 strikes. He stays alive.
Well, the breaking ball from Burrows has been really good. I'll give him that. But there's more chase from the Red Sox offense. It's not going to win a lot of games. You keep swinging at pitches a foot out of the zone.
Kind of Falefa's got 6 homers against the Astros in his career, most against any team. The 1-2 misses. I'd venture to say a couple of them went right into those Crawford boxes. 2-2. 2 down, bases empty in the 4th. Pitch. Hey, outside, good take. Pretty easy take, frankly, and it's 3-2.
2-2 spike changeup right there. Izzy's best numbers against 4-seam fastballs in his career. So if he sees more spin here, and it's full count.
Here's the 3-2. And it is low, ball 4. He got a fastball, but it was low. So a 2-out base runner. And actually, it's a big play because here comes one of their hottest hitters, Connor Wong. Wong, who doubled down into the left field corner, is on. Kind of Falefa leading the pitch. Strike on the outside corner.
I can't not tell you. That walk brought to you by North Shore Adult Diapers. For even the heaviest control problems, visit northshore.com. I love that it always makes you laugh.
I mean, please.
It's my favorite read.
Suits you. 0-1. Pitch. That's outside. I mean, if we had him, I wouldn't be sprinting back and forth to the end of the hall.
We could fix that. They come in a variety of colors, by the way.
Custom designs. 1-1. Wong trying to find something to drive right here. Kind of Falefa runs and a ground ball on the right side into right field. A base hit. IKF misread it, but he's still able to step up off the bag after a slide. Stumbles and heads to third. I mean, it's a run and hit for the Red Sox, and they got him at first and third with 2 down for Jarren Duran.
I mean, Connor Wong, limited at bats, but he's gotten a hit in over half of his at bats so far this season.
I don't know how Izzy didn't see that thing. It was right in front of him, but he went sliding anyway. It didn't matter much. Smith had no chance to throw him out, and now a chance to take the lead with Duran at the plate. The bottom 3 in the order have been on base now 5 times.
Connor Wong 4 for 8.
2 on, 2 out. Duran ready to pitch. Swinging a high drive into center field. Myers back in front of the warning track is there to make the play. Jarren just missed that to the deepest part of the yard. So close, but 2 stranded. The Red Sox go to the bottom of the 4th. Crochet back to work. 2-2 on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Let's face it, you can't control energy prices. But there's good news. You can control how efficiently your home heats and cools. I'm Scott McFarland. If your system is older, you could be paying more than you need to in energy bills. Right now, save up to $1,800 on a new Lennox home comfort system, plus an additional $500 from McFarland Energy. Take control of your energy costs, improve your comfort, and start saving. Visit McFarlaneEnergy.com today. McFarland Energy. Generations of warmth and trust.
Spring has sprung, and Shaw's and Star Market can help you go and enjoy it. Download the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app and save time by grocery shopping online. Right now, get $30 off your first online pickup or delivery order when you spend $75 or more. Enter promo code SAVE30.
The odds of a foul ball knocking over your perfectly balanced tray of nachos? Astronomical.
Watch the nachos.
We don't know what's going to happen on a trip to the ballpark, but we do know the chances of falling victim to online crime are 1 in 4. You and your family need Aura with scam protection, fraud monitoring, and parental control features. Protect everything your family does online with Aura. Go to aura.com/baseball to start your free trial today. The 1 in 4 statistics is based on research conducted by Javelin Strategy and Research. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions effectively.
How do airplanes fly? What's in this box? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Learn how to store your gun securely and make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
Snakes, zombies, public speaking. The list of fears is endless. But the real danger is in your hand when you're behind the wheel. Distracted driving is what's really scary and even deadly. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The Christian Arcand Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Garrett Crochet's 58th pitch begins the bottom of the 4th, and it is swung on and missed. Good cutter. Right-handed hitting Cam Smith, and it's 0-1. Now, Crochet has not had his A-plus stuff today. 4 hits, 2 runs through 3. Leg kick and a pitch, a little low. So more of those change-ups lately. That one just missed. And it's 1-1. Will, between innings, you were making the point. The Red Sox have just got to do a better job laying off pitches out of the zone.
I mean, they've already chased 19 times.
Here's a 1-1 check swing. Did he go around? No. High fastball.
Swung at 19 pitches from Burrows out of the zone. That's just through 4 innings. Just can't happen.
Now, isn't it more likely to happen when an offense is pressing?
Sure, yeah.
2-1. Infield deep. High pop-up. To the right side, back of home plate, actually toward the dugout on the first base side. Wong reaches over. He can't get there. That one spun out of play. And it's 2-2.
I mean, some of these guys pressing for sure. Even the guys that aren't struggling are still trying to hit the 5-run homer, right? It's just everyone is foot on the gas trying to get this thing going. And in this league, it doesn't matter who you're facing.
You were talking about the Astros, how well they've done against fastballs. The only team better, the Washington Nationals, who are pounding the Phillies again today.
Yep.
The 2-2 misses outside.
The Phillies off to not a great start. The only other team really worse than the Sox offensively has been the San Diego Padres, who are coming to town.
Crazy. And again, that is a reminder these things will normalize. 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Nice job. His first strikeout since the first inning. Number 3 overall. And that'll bring up Jake Myers. I mean, Kyle Schwarber batting a .190. Bryce Harper, 087. I think there's an ongoing conversation. Real Muto, 154. It seems to be somewhat of a hangover for some of the hitters who were in that WBC. Here is Jake Myers. Not Wilyer Abreu, of course, but across the game, guys who were in that competition have not started hot.
I mean, Bryce Harper had a tough WBC also.
He did. Until, of course, the game-tying home run in the championship. 1-0 as a chopper toward third, but foul. And that's, I mean, their lineup, you have to really dig in to figure out who the heck is on the Washington Nationals, but it's working. This kid, Joey Wiemers, had a great start. He's driven in a couple more. C.J. Abrams hit a 3-run homer today as Myers swings and misses at a good changeup, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, Wiemer came up in Milwaukee. Huge guy. It had a good couple months when he came up, but he's over there going off now for Washington.
Cade Cavalli pitched well. The 1-2 swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Crochet. 4 on the game. And with 2 outs, here comes Bryce Matthews. Meantime, on that Subaru of New England scored, the Marlins, who are 4-1, are destroying the White Sox 9-0. How long are the White Sox going to be in the cellar of baseball? Incredible.
And they got better this offseason. Brought a few guys in. You thought they'd be a little better.
Yeah, I mean, Okamoto's been great as Matthews takes a strike. He homered in his first 3 games. Murakami, Okamoto's up in Toronto. I mean, we saw that Marlins team down the stretch last year. They are building something. The 0-1 is a little bit outside there. You got speed and power. Fun team. Sandy Alcantara's on the mound again today. 8 shutout innings.
After a very good debut.
I guess they're happy they held on to him. The 1-1. Matthews swings and misses at a sweeper. Crochet's finding it here. And it is 1-2. White Sox just have not done a lot in the last half decade. 1-2. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He strikes out the side with authority. 96-mile-an-hour fastball. And Crochet sends him down very quickly. Tied up after 4. Story, Yoshida, and Contreras in the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturo Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
Whoop. Sleep better, train smarter, recover faster, and feel healthier. Understand and optimize your sleep. Get coaching and insights for every age, stage, and cycle. Track over 140 habits. Get a 360 view of your training and workouts. Never miss a second of data with a wireless and waterproof charger. Expect all new features all the time.
Jeffrey Glassman Injury Attorneys have been Boston's go-to injury attorneys for over 30 years. If you've been hurt in a car or work accident, you've got to get Glassman. Call all sevens at 617-777-7777. That's 617-777-7777.
Hi, this is Trevor Story. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Trevor leads it off as we go into the 5th inning. Burrows has really settled in. And Story flied to left and struck out swinging, trying to get something started offensively. He's 4 for his first 26. He swings and misses. And a changeup. Missed by a lot. It's 0-1. He can be streaky. He needs to get something turned around here. 0-1. Pitch. Line drive, foul on the first base side. We remember last year was such a tough start for him in April. I mean, there was talk of, is it over for Trevor? And then something clicked in Milwaukee, and from that point forward, he was awesome.
96 RBIs later.
He does seem to be one of those guys where something triggers and he takes off. 0-2. Massa's out on deck. Burrows doesn't have the one he wants. As the pitch clock winds down, he will come home now. The 0-2. Almost hit him. He wanted to throw a fastball there. I think Vasquez was looking for something different.
And Vasquez been going to the curveball a lot with 2 strikes. I think Burrows wanted to set that up.
Massa doing deep squats in the on-deck circle. 1-2. Fouled into the dirt. I mean, his rear end was almost touching the ground. Just full on.
You remember Ichiro before every at-bat.
Oh, awesome.
He would go into the full squat, stretch out.
A truly unique player, Ichiro. And one of the all-time great hitters.
Oh, man.
Still super involved with the Mariners. 1-2. Pitch. High fly into center field. Myers drifting back in front of the 399 marker, about 10 feet in front of the dirt track. He's there to make the play.
Today's Red Sox code word of the game is road trip. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal today to claim your points.
This road trip about to come to a close. Red Sox sure would like to head home 2 up and 4 down. And it'll be great to be at Fenway on Friday. It's been a long time for a lot of us since we've slept in our own beds. Not that that'll change for you tonight. And here's Yoshida, who takes a strike on the outside corner. But your crew is coming. That's what matters.
That's all that matters.
Egg hunts galore. Gonna get
home.
going.
Home is wherever they are.
That's it. 0-1 is a little looper into right field. Smith comes in, goes back, and he barely makes the play with a leap. He misread that. That was almost extra bases for Yoshida. Good recovery for Cam Smith, and they're 2 down.
An easy one to misread. Now, Massa was out over his front side, kind of one-handed this thing, but found the sweet spot. The ball got all the way to the warning track. Smith came in about 3 steps before having to hightail it back, make a leaping catch.
So the Red Sox now again with 2 down to the bases empty. See Wilson Contreras stand in. Pitch is inside. 2 runs, 4 hits for each team. The Red Sox have the game's only error. Our check of the score brought to you by Veg ER for Pets, official emergency veterinarian group, the Red Sox radio network. 1-0. Just inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Does your mom listen?
She does.
My mom's listening right now.
Love it.
Hi, Mom.
Howdy.
She's in Texas, not far. Well, it's not close. About 5.5 hours from here. But
it could happen in this state. The 2-0 misses inside. I'm sure you have fond memories of many an Easter Sunday with Mom.
I just got the text. Got the game on TV, and I've synced up the radio. Taught her how to pause it and sync it up.
It's a loving mom. 3-0 is strike on the inside corner. I'm glad you raised Will the way you did. You sure? Yeah, most of the time. I think Contreras is going to try to crush something right here. 3-1. The pitch is inside, ball 4. That's a really good plate appearance. I mean, this is a guy, Wilson Contreras, who in his career has walked a ton. That's his 5th free pass this season, and he's on base for Williard.
I love when he walks, he flips his bat almost in anger. Like, how dare you walk me? I wanted to hit. I love it. This team, kind of the last few years, missing that attitude and edge, and he gives that to them. You got to get him going so you can see it more.
No doubt about it. I think we expect big leadership from him. Here now, Williard takes a pitch, outside ball 1. I mean, this is a spot if you're Burrows. I think you still are very careful with Abreu. I mean, you got Caleb Durbin, who's not shown you anything yet on deck. This is the guy they circle in the lineup, especially without Roman in there today. Contreras leading at first with 2 down. 1-0. The pitch is way outside. They're just not going to give in.
I mean, it's tough putting Durbin behind your best hitter. You'd like to get him some pitches to hit, but they want to face Durbin. They don't care if they put a guy in scoring position. He hasn't shown anyone yet to this point that he's going to hit a ball hard to the outfield. I think we've seen one.
That's why it's so important that, obviously, that more guys get hot. But more than that, that maybe you reshuffle things around a little bit. Who knows? Maybe in the final settling of the lineup, someone else is giving Willier a little protection. Maybe even slots up a little bit in the order ahead of someone like Contreras.
I like him in the 3-hole, yep.
2-0. Pitch is low. At this point, you almost think the Astros consider just putting 4 fingers up.
I would green light them right here just in case they try to sneak one in.
No doubt. Contreras at first, 2 down. Tie game at 2 in the 5th. 3-0. Pitch is a strike at the top of the zone. Fastball. He wasn't looking for that. And it's 3-1.
Oh, I'm sitting changeup right here all day.
He had a 3-0 count in the first and fouled out. Now it's 3-1.
Cambio? See or no? We'll see.
We'd love it. 3-1 pitch is ground ball up the middle into center field. That's a base hit. Sinking fastball, and Abreu has a knock. Station to station. Contreras up to second base, and now it's up to Caleb Durbin.
Interesting, they decided to go after him after going 3-0. It seemed like they were pitching around Abreu. A 4-seamer and a 3-0 and a 2-seamer. The heart of the plate.
He's saying, do it against my best sinker. All right, now, wouldn't this be a time for Caleb Durbin's first Red Sox hit? He's 0 for his first 16. Bats with 2 on and 2 out. Right on right, the pitch is a strike on the inside corner. A pretty good one to hit, but he watched it go through. 0-1.
Yeah, it looked like he was looking out over the plate. Sinker right on the corner.
Actually, might have even been a ball looking at the stat cast. 0-1 the pitch. He checks his swing. That was a curve away from him.
Yeah, and, we talk about hitters being in between. You could see it with Durbin because even on his takes, his swing is starting and his bat's moving towards the plate. That tells me he's picking it up way too late.
2 on, 2 out, 1-1 to Caleb. Pitch is, again, one of those where he's just sort of starting things late, 1-2.
It's too late. Got to get ready earlier. It was kind of the same thing with Roman the last few days, too. He's getting started a little late, causing him to take some good pitches and then be late on other fastballs.
Ball and 2 strikes. Cedon would be next. for a big knock here to break this 2-2 tie. Pitch is in the dirt.
Better take.
Curveball.
Loves that right-on-right changeup. And they've been throwing a lot of off-speed to Durbin late in counts.
Outfield is step toward right center. Contreras at second, Abreu at first. Here's the 2-2, and it is swung on and missed. He got him with a changeup. You nailed it. And Durbin struggles deepen. 2 more left aboard. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 2-2 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
It's Jim from Ace Ticket. We all know it's been a tough winter, but soon the white snow will be gone, replaced by Fenway Park's green field. Opening day is around the corner, and the Yankees come to town early this year. So now's your chance to get Yankees tickets starting at just $60. Now is the time to get early season savings or get your seats now for a summer game at Fenway. Ace Ticket always has the best deals on all Red Sox, Boston Celtics, and all your favorites. Visit aceticket.com or call 1-800-MY-SEATS.
You may not be able to control energy prices, but you can control how efficiently your home heats and cools. I'm Scott McFarland. Save up to $1,800 on a new Lennox system, plus $500 from McFarland Energy. Visit McFarlaneEnergy.com.
What if you could have the most reliable Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years?
That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee.
Just 5 years of fiber-powered Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most.
That finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. Like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a 6th sense. And that keeps you gaming in the fast lane, even when the whole family's banking on bandwidth. And here's the best part. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included.
Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi.
Hey, let's face it, a lot can change in 5 years. Kids grow taller, dreams grow bigger, but your Wi-Fi? It would stay reliable and the price would stay put. The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity, imagine that.
Select plans only. Restrictions apply. Powered by fiber. Connected to the premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Still tied. Vasquez to lead it off against Garrett Crochet. Bottom of the 5th. Crochet's thrown 71 pitches. He was efficient in the 4th. Now his first of the 5th. Say that 10 times. It's cutter that misses outside, ball 1. Crochet. Just 1 earned run allowed today. Vasquez takes a strike. Poured in there, cutter, and it's 1-1. I mean, Vasquez is going to see stuff to hit in this at-bat. You got Altuve and Alvarez waiting in this inning. 1-1 pitch. Here's a ground ball to short. Story to his left. He's got it. Steps, throws, and that's a good start. 1 away. The Dodgers later tonight will host the Cleveland Guardians the night after. To no one's surprise. Ohtani was fabulous again on the mound. The same dude who hits 50 homers and steals 50 bags got the win in his pitching debut this season. True unicorn, and I think it's becoming more and more clear he's the best to ever do it. Here's Altuve, who rips one into right field. That's a base hit. Altuve is one of the best second basemen to ever do it. And that's trouble because he now sets the table and is on base with 1 out for Yordan Alvarez.
It's pretty interesting looking at Crochet's pitch usage today. Only 10 four-seam fastballs, right? And this is a team that obliterated his four-seamer last year. It's been about 37% cutters and then 24% sinkers.
Here now Alvarez, who's just been incredible. He's 6 for 10 in the series with 5 extra base hits. Here he's almost brushed back with a fastball.
All 3 at bats. It's been one under the chin.
It hadn't worked the first 2 times. We'll see what happens now. It is such a great place for Altuve right now to bat in front of Alvarez.
Yeah.
You love a hard one-hopper to second. Here it hits him. It did come in and get him. Sinking fastball, and Alvarez sort of stares out at Crochet. And there's a lot of pitches inside to him today. And Crochet doesn't care. He's staring over, said, "What do you want?"
Yeah, he's saying, hey, there's not a fence out here. If you want to come visit and have a talk about it, let me know.
That would be some big beef colliding.
I'll take the pig in that one.
Me too.
Hey, look, man, if you're going to hang out over the plate, that's how you got to pitch. You got to go in there. He's not trying to hit him. He's trying to make him uncomfortable and open up that outer half for the cutter and the sweeper so you could try to get this guy out.
Well, and here's the other thing. It's by far not the worst outcome. I mean, the way he's been swinging it right now, of course you don't want Altuve at second, but you'll take it in some ways.
Yeah, he was not happy.
In some ways, I adore it from Crochet.
I mean, Crochet's got that old school about him. I'm not saying he's out there trying to drill anybody. In no means do you want Paredes coming up there with one out and a guy in scoring position in a tie ball game, in a game you feel like you got to win. He's just trying to brush him back. That's all. That's old school way of pitching.
That's my inner half. Paredes has doubled in a run, and he too was hit by a pitch, so Garrett unafraid. But here we go, big sequence. I mean, Crochet's now thrown 77 pitches.
Yeah, not great command today. I mean, he's had flashes. I mean, last inning, two-seam fastball, he struck out 3 guys. It was dialed in, but you get this top of the lineup, he feels like he's got to be perfect.
So 2 on, 1 out. Garrett throws, and Paredes takes just outside. Sinker, ball 1. Story deep in the hole at short. Durbin well off the line and back of the bag over at third base. 1-0 is a foul. Back to the screen. That was a fastball. It might have just gotten up enough. Caught some plate, and it's 1-1. Top of the zone, middle of the plate there.
Well, Paredes is 4 for 8 with runners in scoring position this year. 3 RBIs.
He's been such a great hitter. The 1-1 in the dirt. Nice stop by Wong. He's had some good ones today.
Yeah, that one caught his right hand. He's going to feel that one. It was either wrist or hand. I couldn't tell. He's shaking it out.
Red Sox were linked to Paredes all offseason. In fact, they apparently, according to recent reports, made calls until the very end of spring training.
This guy can hit.
And he's a good right-handed fit for the Red Sox lineup.
I think they shied away a little bit just because he's not very good defensively. But that bat, my goodness.
2-1, and Altuve runs from second. The pitch is fouled back. That is a break for the Red Sox because, I mean, Paredes wanted to tee off there, but Altuve had that bag stolen easy.
He did, but when you're facing a guy like Crochet and you get a fastball over the plate, you're not just going to take it and get for that bag. You're trying to hit it in the seats.
You know, Dana Brown, their GM, and Joe Espada in the final year of their contracts here, and, of course, the Astros in the division with the Mariners and the resurgent Athletics. It's a tough go with the Rangers, too. And there is some thought around here that Dana Brown felt like he absolutely had to get a ransom to trade someone like Paredes. 2-2. Pitch is swung on and missed. Big time pitch for Crochet. Ooh. He fans Paredes an enormous 6th strikeout for Garrett.
He was trying to backdoor this sweeper. It started middle away, outer third, and instead of breaking back over the plate, it almost acted like 12-6 straight down. Ended up being a really good pitch.
Well, not out of it yet by a long shot. Here's Carlos Correa. And I think both Craig Breslow and Dana Brown, the GM of the Astros, felt like, look, I mean, both these guys are good players. You can't make the argument that our teams are better without them. So if we're going to move them, we got to get a lot in return. Here's Correa, 2 on, 2 out. Pitch is foul on the first base side and out of play.
And Correa grounded into that 5-4-3 double play his last at bat, but did hit it hard. It was 106 off the bat.
Huge sequence right here in the bottom of the 5th, tied at 2. Crochet leaning into Wong. He nods yes, now steps off. Bullpen is quiet. That report brought to you by Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com and never re-roof again. Each team with 2 runs and 5 hits. Crochet trying to keep it right there. The pitch. That was almost like a cross-up, which you don't see very often anymore in the pitch-com era, but Connors sort of stood up and then a changeup kind of fooled him and handcuffed him. Like he was looking for it to go the other way. That bounced in. Another nice stop by Wong.
Yeah, he's doing good back there, throwing his body in front of some pitches to keep him in front. It's that chest protector.
1-1 to the scary Correa. He's 0 for 2 today. Cedon shifted to right. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Elevated fastball exactly where he wants to throw it. That's Cutter at 92.
It's odd seeing not seeing the 4-seam fastball much.
Clearly that was the book against this offense.
Yeah.
1-2. Big pitch coming. Here it is. And it is drilled high and deep to left field. Correa flips the bat. He has launched a 3-run homer. And it is 5-2 Houston. Ouch.
Yeah. Sweeper right there, down and in. Correa goes down and scoops that thing out of here in the Crawford boxes. That one hurts. My goodness, that hurts.
Well, in some ways, unfair expectations around every single Crochet start and pitch. But the way this thing's been going, they needed this game today. It's still only the 5th inning, but he has not been at his best. Here's Christian Walker. Pitch high. And again, this is like a throwback to 2017. I mean, it's Altuve, Correa, and Yordan all week long. Crazy.
Yeah, when those guys are going, man. Goodness.
Train's been going on those tracks too often this week. 1-0 is dropped outside. To your point, I really don't care about the scouting report at some point where he just gets a swing through and a high fastball for Correa and then goes to a sweeper that gets launched. 2-0. Pitch is foul, and it almost hits Cam Smith in the on-deck area. 2-1.
Yeah, part of this is reading swings, right? And Correa looked late on the fastball up and away, which tells you is stay firm, stay with the heat. Kind of did him a favor dropping a sweeper in there.
Not much going well right now for the Sox. 2-1 the pitch. Swing and a miss. What do you know? Fastball blew by him. He's got plenty left in the tank. That was 95, and it's 2-2. My goodness, Correa can do it over and over in his career. All their big three are hot again. 2-2. Ground ball foul. That's at a 30. Try to cut her. Before that pitch, Garrett's ERA was at .9. Certainly balloon after the 3-run bomb. So he does pay for hitting Yordan Alvarez. At the time, of course, no problem with it. 2-2. Pitch fouled back. Walker has looked incredibly comfortable today against Crochet.
I mean, the whole series, he's looked balanced.
So now, with that one swing, 4 earned runs today, the ERA up to 3.38 for Crochet. Pitch is swung on and missed. That was a good changeup, but one hitter too late. 3-run bomb by Correa. After 5, Astros 5, Red Sox 2. In the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
Hey, Red Sox Nation, what if you could replace your roof once and never think about it again? With Interlock Metal Roofing, you get the last roof you'll ever need. Strong, stylish, and built to handle New England weather. Backed by a lifetime warranty and trusted by homeowners across New England for over 25 years. Make the smart switch today. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com or call 866-733-5811 for a free quote. One roof, one call for life. NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com. Never re-roof again.
Just in time for Easter dinner, ham is now on sale at Shaws and Star Market. Pick up Signature Select Spiral Sliced Ham bone-in for only 99 cents a pound. Limit 2 while supplies last. Shaws and Star Market. Proud to be local since 1860.
Carpal tunnel syndrome. Heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
Bottom of the order for the Red Sox in the top of the 6th. New pitcher Mike Burrow's day is done, and A.J. Bluebaugh. Ouch. It's on. Stop it. 5-2 Astros. Gosh, could the Red Sox use some extra base hits from here to the end? Staring down the barrel of a sweep here as Cedon takes strike 1 in the inside corner. Sort of what you're talking about. I mean, you get it. It's a new bullpen arm. Maybe take a look at one from him. See how the rest of this at-bat unfolds. 0-1. Here it is. Cedon bloops it foul. First base side. It'll be Kiner, Falefa, and then Wong. Of course, the Red Sox do have big-time options off the bench, including and led by Roman Anthony. Then you got Meyer on the bench as well. And, I mean, even though there was something going on with Carlos Narvaez, I don't think they'd shy away from using him late in the right spot. 0-2 to Cedon. Pitch. It's a ground ball to short. Correa, who hit the big homer, backhands on the run. He throws to first in time. And there's one away. I mean, the Red Sox, look, they got the run in the first, another in the second, but left 2-1 in the first, fourth, and fifth innings. They've had all these chances to cash in. And so far in the season, one of the things that people were worried about with this team, where's the power going to come from? That has been legitimate. I mean, it's been basically only Williard. Here's Kiner Falefa. 5-2 Astros in the top of the 6th. Pitch, swing and a miss. Bluebaugh fired a good cutter there. It's 0-1. Big, tall right-hander. Lean throws the 0-1. Whoa, over his head. That's up. Arbella Insurance Foundation, dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Every strikeout from a Sox pitcher during this year, Arbella donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. Here for the Jimmy Fund and here for good. 1-1 to Kiner Falefa. He swings and misses badly at a changeup. He is walked and grounded out. 1-2 hole here. What a painful swing that was from Carlos Correa. This series has been littered with them. 1-2. Bluebaugh is ready. Straightens up, he throws, and that pitch misses outside. Sweeper. 2-2.
Yeah, Bluebaugh will throw. He's got about four-seamer. He'll throw a good amount of time, but still, just like Burrow, a lot of off-speed, a lot of sweeper changeup.
2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. That time, it was the cambio. And the Red Sox really fighting it here. Burrows is pretty good today. 5 innings, 2 runs. He did give up the 5 hits, and the Red Sox did let him off the hook.
I feel like right now, this offense is making everybody look good.
Yep. Unfortunate truth. Here now, Connor Wong, who's just about their best hitter right now. He's 2 for 2 today. The pitch is outside. Good take. Just want to grind it to the end here. I mean, really, get more chances. Give yourself an opportunity with those guys off the bench.
Sure.
Duran is out on deck. You'd love to have him up in this inning and then maybe get it to Story and beyond. First things first, 1-0 to Wong. Pitch. Strike in there. Good change up. He wasn't looking for that. It's 1-1. Blue Jays and Rockies tied at 1 after 8 on the Subaru of New England scoreboard. Let love bloom in a 2026 Subaru. Get yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. 1-1. Pitch. Ground ball foul. Look out. That'll wake him up in the third base dugout. Story was on the staircase next to Cedon. Everybody went ducking. And even that doesn't get him laughing. It is a sour mood in that third base dugout. Nesson keeps showing Carlos Narvaez, who's got a scowl on his face. He is upset about something that happened either before the game today, whatever. Not in there. Connor Wong has taken advantage. 1-2. Pitch is outside. Good take by Connor. It's 2-2. I expect he'll be in there for the home opener. Sonny Gray will be on the mound a little bit after 2 o'clock on Friday afternoon at Fenway. But very curious to see what actually happened there with one of the club leaders. 2-2 to Wong. Fouled back. Fastball, 2-2.
Well, Wong's been having good at-bats. It's not just the hits. Looks so much more comfortable. I know he's healthy. The hand, the finger, all that's feeling better. But even in spring training, didn't look good. Then the big lights came on, and he's been swinging it.
5 for his first 9 with 3 doubles. 2-2. Swinging a high fly into center field, but playable for Myers. He drifts to his right. He's there to make the play. And the inning is over. Frustrating for the Red Sox again. 5-2. Astros lead on the Shaws and Star Market. WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Spring is back at Red Sox Nation, which means it's time to get your yard ready for the season ahead. Cookouts, backyard catch, friends and family together. Your lawn is the backdrop to it all. So this season, get your lawn ready with Pennington and keep it strong all year long. As the official lawn care provider of the Boston Red Sox, Pennington is all about thick, durable grass. Built for life's big and small moments. Pennington Grass Seed, available at the Home Depot.
Headed to Fenway? Visit the Red Sox team store on Jersey Street and shop for the largest selection of hats, t-shirts, and sweatshirts for all fans, including kids, women, and men. Check out their new City Connect designs of hoodies, t-shirts, and hats. Need a unique gift? Don't forget, there's game-used memorabilia for your biggest fans. Visit the Red Sox team store, open 7 days a week, online at 19JerseyStreet.com or call 1-800-FENWAY-9. The Red Sox team store for all your fan gear.
Spring is all about fresh starts, and getting a car should be no different. If you're thinking about buying or leasing, meet FlexCar, a new way to get a car without large down payments or dealership hassles. One simple monthly payment includes your car, insurance, maintenance, and more. Swap cars when your needs change or return at any time. Total flexibility, zero hassle. Use code WEEI to get $50 off your first month at flexcar.com.
Celebrate Easter this Saturday and Sunday at the 99 Restaurant and enjoy delicious menu specials like prime rib, double barbecue turkey tips, or their famous colossal or hot buttered lobster rolls. You gotta love the Nines.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Figured it might be it for Garrett Crochet, and indeed, as we go to the 6th inning, Greg Weissert is on. So Crochet roughed up a little bit. Again, something about these Astros. They got his number, and the big swing from Correa ends his day. 5 runs in 5 innings. Only 4 of them earned, but still, Crochet, by his standards, hit hard 6 hits today.
Well, his last 2 outings against the Astros, 9 earned runs.
Weird. He did not walk him in. He hit 2 today. Struck out 7 as Weissert, looking for a feel-good outing here after giving up homers in his first 2, misses to Cam Smith.
First pitch he threw this year, Ellie De La Cruz sweeper down and in, see ya. Then the big one against Suarez.
Eugenio hit another homer today for the Reds, 1-0, way outside. Weissert, he can be such a valuable part of this club. In the last couple of years, used so often. Sometimes the high leverage spots have given a little trouble. 2-0 the pitch, foul back. Smith was trying to go where Crawford, rather where Correa went, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, just about 140 appearances for Weissert over the last 2 seasons. You got to think at some point that takes its toll.
It's Matt Barnes, Brandon Workman territory. 2-1. 5-2 Houston. Really frustrating week so far. Pitch. Ground ball to short. Story's got it. Plenty of time to throw to first. Smith is gone. One away for Jake Myers. Copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Red Sox. May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Counts and descriptions may not be disseminated without the express written consent of EEI and the Red Sox. Caught up on more scores on the Subaru of New England scoreboard in a moment. Here's Jake Myers, right-handed hitter. Weissert throws, and he almost hit him with a slider. The Braves off to a red-hot start. The Athletics are not, and Atlanta kept both those trends going. 5-1 final today. In Atlanta, the Orioles beat the Rangers in Nate Eovaldi 8-3, 1-0. Strike on the outside corner. Cubs beating the Angels 5-0. That thing, a day game at Wrigley in the 6th. 1-1 to Jake Myers. Pitch. Good slider. That's vintage Weissert right there. And it is 1-2. Earlier today, Pittsburgh beat Eugenio Suarez's Reds 8-3. Yankees later tonight out in Seattle. And now Wong's going to go to the mound. That rivalry report, the Yankees, brought to you by Riverwalk, spacious senior apartments on River Spring Living's 32-acre New York City campus overlooking the Hudson River.
Download the Shaw's and Star Market Deals and Delivery app and save time by grocery shopping online. Get $30 off your first online pickup or delivery when you spend $75 or more. Enter promo code SAVE30.
Well, you can get a lot at Shaw's for $75, but I have a hard time staying under that number every time I go in there. Too much good stuff. Especially this week. Family coming to town and sides to prepare. Eggs to hide. Of course, that's the bunny who does that. 1-2 to the right-handed hitting Jake Myers. Pitch is a little bit outside. In 2020, we stayed in Florida forever because the world was shut down, and son at that time was just 2 years old, and we were there for Easter, and we would just have egg hunts every day. Every day there'd be mysteriously 8 eggs out in the yard. The 2-2 is a ground ball to short. Story's been busy. Backhand on the run. He leaps and throws, gets it there just in time. And they're 2 down. Can you believe it? In that bougainvillea, there's another Easter egg?
Well, we got to see if the Easter Bunny knows we're going to be in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
He shows up to the hotel. We'll see.
What are you talking about? Easter Bunny knows everything.
That's true. Tooth Fairy, Santa, all knowing.
Red Sox could use a little help from all 3 of those here today.
The hit fairy.
Yeah. Bryce Matthews takes a strike on the outside corner. 5-2 Astros in the bottom of the 6th. This game started so well. I mean, you had Crochet in the wings, and Duran gives them a jolt. They score a run, but 2 given right back. The Red Sox have not lacked for chances. They just not cashed them in. 0-1. Up and in. And again, we've seen it in the playoffs. We've seen it over the years here. Is it important that the Blue Jays put the ball in play? Sure. The numbers do not lie. In this modern baseball, you have to hit home runs to win.
Yep.
Period. They cure a lot of ills. 1-1. Swing and a miss. A slider, and it's 1-2. I mean, we think Roman's going to get hot. He's 0 for his last 17. Abreu's hit bombs. Trevor should hit 20 or more. He's in a little funk himself. Contreras, same story. They just have not come early in the year. 1-2 the pitch. Just a little low. Change up there. 2-2.
I just hate when it's 5-2 and you feel like you're completely out of it. Right? And that's the feel with this offense, just not stringing things together. They did it a couple times today, but couldn't cash in.
2-2 the pitch is line foul. Well, again, I mean, this is why home runs can be so important. In the modern game, when everybody's got 7 different pitches, stuff is so good, it's so hard to string 3-4 hits together.
So true.
Especially if you're not walking, which the Red Sox really are not doing, though they've done that a couple times today. 2-2, another one. Just outside, slider. And it's 3-2.
Where was that one?
Maybe just a hair outside. Durbin way back at third, so too Story. Right in front of the track in left is Duran in front of those Crawford boxes. 3-2 to Bryce Matthews, the pitch. That is strike 3 called on the outside corner. And a good one for Greg Weiser. To the 7th we go. The Sox just desperate for offense. Duran, Story, and Yoshida. After this in the Shaw's and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
For 130 years, Drake's Cakes have made life a little sweeter. From classics like Ringdings, Yodels, and Devil Dogs to new limited-time flavors. Try the Macchiato Devil Dog today. Creamy macchiato filling between 2 rich Devil's food cakes. And coming soon, salty caramel Devil Dogs. Life's better with cake. Drake's Cakes.
Now back to number 1 fan. The search for the top Sox diehard.
I have a tattoo of every Sox logo since 1908. Want to see?
I know every batter's walk-up song.
My husband proposed, and then a foul ball broke my nose. It was perfect.
Sound familiar? Enter MassMutual's Grand Slam giveaway for a shot at tickets and signed gear. For rules and entry, visit massmutual.com/Red Sox. No purchase necessary. 50 U.S. and D.C. 18 plus ends 5 p.m. Eastern on 9/30. Grand prize entry period through 7/31/2026.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings good up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Hi, this is Gary Duran. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Well, with the lefty Jaron Duran due to lead off and then Yoshida third after Story, they bring the lefty Brian King, who got the save on Sunday, on for Houston. 5-2 Astros. Duran has been a spark plug today. He takes a pitch outside for ball one.
Well, King's got a four-seamer. He throws a lot, mostly to righties. He'll go to the breaking ball, as he did right there, to lefties. Got good stuff.
They got a really good bullpen again. 1-0. Duran chops one foul outside at first.
68 appearances for King in 2025. He had a 2.78 ERA. 69 punch-outs in 68 innings.
I'm very interested to see what happens on Friday for the home opener. 1 ball, 1 strike. As it relates to the lineup, that is. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Duran threw a fastball. I mean, they spent all offseason crafting what they thought would be the perfect lineup. And they got a surplus of outfielders. We all know that. Roman, though, in a funk. And Duran's looked good in the leadoff spot. Wonder if they might stick with that. It's harder when you lose a game to say, we got to run it back. We shall see. But 9 outs to play with here. 1-2 to Duran. Pitch. That's high and outside. 2-2. Man, you're just dying for any kind of a spark right here. And how many times have we said that the last 3 days?
Yeah.
Too many. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He fouled it into the mid of Vasquez, and Duran is gone. So now that's the 8th team strikeout for the Sox. So 13 punch-outs yesterday. 11 in the opener. So 32 strikeouts in 3 games here so far as Trevor Story takes a strike on the outside corner. And remember, Will, this was the thing the Red Sox said they were going to prioritize in this season. Make more contact, strike out less. The 0-1 is fouled out. And if you're going to have a club that maybe isn't designed to hit tons of home runs, that is imperative that you do that.
Well, chasing 20-plus pitches out of the zone every game, not going to get you there.
Oh, and 2 to Trevor Story. He's just sort of caught in between at the plate right now. 1 down. King says no. Trevor is 0 for 3 today and 4 for 27. The 0-2 down and in. And this is the part of the year now. 1 week in, 6 games where guys do start to press a little bit. When you look up at the scoreboard and you see 148 after a week, you're not happy. 1-2. Story takes strike 3. He knew it. The inside corner. Another strikeout. 2 down. I'll bring up Yoshida. Massa today has walked, struck out, and fly to right the pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Well, the Padres come to town on Friday afternoon. Sonny Gray's going to get the ball for the Red Sox. 0-1 inside. Padres have not announced their rotation. 2:10 start Friday, 4:10 Saturday.
I think they just did today. I believe it's King, Suarez, and then Walker Buehler.
Oh, baby. 1-1. Massa grounds one on the left side, and it's backhanded over there by Paredes. He leaps and throws to first, and it's picked out by Walker. Wow, what a play. Red Sox might want to check the video room to see about this. That was spectacular on both ends. They will...
Looked like it just beat him, but it was close.
Wait and not challenge. So stretch time in Houston, and it's 5-2 Astros. The stretch brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. Hurt in a car work accident, you got to get Glassman all sevens after 6-1-7. Man, 5-2 Astros looking at a sweep unless the Red Sox turn this thing around right after this in the Shaw's and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world, protecting America, fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
At Meineke, we are totally transparent. It's all about trust and doing car care right for you. At Meineke, our experienced and certified technicians perform a free digital e-inspection and send updates with pictures, videos, and notes directly to your phone or email. We want you to see what we see. That's Meineke Transparency. Visit Meineke.com today and schedule an appointment. Each Meineke location is individually owned and operated. Trust your key with Meineke. Meineke, doing car care right.
Pros, just because something on the job runs out doesn't mean you have to. Order it on the Lowe's app. My Lowe's Pro Rewards members get free same-day delivery on eligible orders over $25. Get the fasteners, hardware, or tools you need to keep the job moving. Order by 2 p.m. and get eligible in-stock items delivered right to your job site by 8 p.m. Members get more at Lowe's. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Subject to availability. Restrictions and terms at lowes.com/shipping terms. Subject to change.
There's a difference between liking a house and actually getting it. Redfin is built to make up that difference and close the gap between finding and owning the home for you. Redfin agents close twice as many deals as other agents, so when you find a home you love, you're not a step behind when it's time to make an offer. That means less watching great homes disappear and more focus on the ones you'll actually move into and call home. Redfin helps turn saved listings into real addresses. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Well, it's turned into one of those days, unfortunately, where the Red Sox trying to get guys in the bullpen work. Trail 5-2 in the bottom of the seventh. Danny Coulombe, the latest. Take his spot on the mound. The pitch is high. I think we're going to see Garrett Whitlock no matter what. He's going to leave the club tomorrow, be off for a couple, if not a few days. Start with his second child, likely tomorrow.
Not that there's ever. I don't want to say bad timing, or it's a big part, important time for his family.
Sure,
but
1-0's in there.
You need that guy.
And you don't love using him when you're trailing by 3 runs, unless something dramatic happens in the 8th, top half anyway. We'll see. Vasquez waits 1-1. A little high. If Christian wants to be a broadcaster later in life, he can. One of the all-time great voices. He and Brock Holt are like the baritones of the world. Always such a delight to be around Christian. He just keeps hanging on, which happens if you're a good defensive catcher. 2-1, swing and a miss. The bat has tailed off. But you can hang around in this game for a long time when you play that position well. 2-2. Astros. Christian's twice grounded out to Trevor Story. Pitch just inside. The Red Sox, as we mentioned, have struck out now 9 more times today. And this is just so eerily similar to a season ago. Joe Braverman tallied up the numbers for us. Here's a high drive in a deep left field. This is going to get to the Crawford boxes. Christian Vasquez goes deep. And it's 6-2 Astros. Nightmare continues. That is such a 2-strike mistake, and Vasquez did not miss it.
Just running out of words at this point. I mean, you said it, nightmare. Start to the season. I know similar start to last season. There's the expectations as high as they are and were coming into this one. Ooh. Something's got to give.
Yeah, especially in a day when you had your ace on the mound. He only threw 10 first-pitch strikes to 23 hitters today. The Red Sox, through their first 6 games last year, had 64 strikeouts. So far, now 5 and change, 63 already this year. Here's Jose Altuve, the pitch. Grounded foul. And the old adage, it remains as true today as it was 2 days ago. Yes, it's early. Long way to go, but you just don't want to dig yourself this big a hole. The Yankees and Blue Jays keep winning, and they matter just as much, by the way, in March and April as they do in September. 0-1 to Altuve, the pitch. Curveball. And it's not like doubt is going to creep into the clubhouse, but they're human. It's impossible to not feel the weight of things, the way this thing's going.
And as it is early, as you said, it's still some massive red flags that you have to fix.
1-1. Strike, like not swinging and missing so often at the batter's box.
At some point, you have to find a way to put a tourniquet on it. Stop the bleeding.
Yeah, and to be fair, I mean, Crochet joins today a run now of starting pitching performances where they have not made big pitches and stopped rallies. They've not done that at all. Going back to opening day, here's a chopper to third. Caleb Durbin gallops to his left. He gloves and throws to first. And there's one away. We take 10 seconds for station ID. Shaw's and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Will Fleming, Will Middlebrooks. Houston, Texas. It's been a rough 3 days down here. 6-2 Houston. And here's Yordan Alvarez, who's been right in the middle of all of it. He takes a pitch from Coulomb in there for strike 1.
He was happy to just see a pitch on the other side of the plate. Everything has been in at him today.
He got hit last time, was not happy about it, but scored on the homer. From Carlos Correa, the big swing of the game, 0-1. Pitch. Yordan takes another one outside corner. And it is 0-2. All he's done is go 6 for 10 with 2 homers, 5 driven in, and he scored 5 runs in these 3 games. 0-2. Is hammered in the left center field. Long run for Cedon on the gallop. He is there smoothly. Make the play. Everything he hits is loud.
You know what? I think it's time for Alvarez to get called up. He's done enough here. On to 5A. Goodness gracious.
If ever anybody deserved it.
Call him up.
Gosh. Every time we see him when he's healthy, he's about the most terrifying hitter living. Here's Isaac Paredes. 104 off the bat. 2 down, run in. 6-2 Houston. Pitch on the inside half, but low. 7th inning stretch was brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. Swing and a miss. And I will say this, Will. You know, people talked about who was going to fill the void left by Alex Bregman on a number of levels. I mean, third base, the offense, all that stuff. But right now, I think the biggest question points to leadership and who can help navigate out of this thing. 1-1 is a skied fly into center field. Cedon drifts back to his right. He's there to make the play. Inning over, but a homer from Christian Vasquez. More on that thought when we return. Who will lead after this? 6-2 Houston. Shaw's and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Shaw's Supermarkets has your chance to attend the world's biggest soccer games here in Massachusetts. And you could be at Boston Stadium for the excitement. Simply redeem your Shaw's grocery reward points for the sweepstakes entry offers in the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app to enter. Boost your chances to win by clipping the 4-time points multiplier and shopping select Lay's and Dietz & Watson products. Learn more at shaws.com/soccer sweeps.
Whoop. Sleep better, train smarter, recover faster, and feel healthier. Understand and optimize your sleep. Get coaching and insights for every age, stage, and cycle. Track over 140 habits. Get a 360 view of your training and workouts. Never miss a second of data with a wireless and waterproof charger. Expect all new features all the time.
Looking for a winning ticket to your favorite sunny destinations? JetBlue's got you covered with low fares and the most flights from Boston and New England to Florida and the Caribbean. Plus, JetBlue is the only airline with fast, free Wi-Fi for everyone on every plane. Live TV and movies at every seat, brand name snacks and drinks, a free carry-on bag, award-winning service, and more. All included in your fare. You heard that right. So make a run for it. And while you're at it, make sure you're a member of True Blue, JetBlue's free awards program, to score even more freebies and perks. Book now at JetBlue.com.
Upgrade your property with John Deere equipment from United Ag and Turf. Get 2.9% financing for 84 months, plus up to $1,750 off select compact tractors. Offers end April 30th, 2026.
Tang is on to see Wilson Contreras. Sox staring at a sweep here in Houston and a fifth consecutive loss after an opening day win. It's 6-2, and now here is Contreras. Facing the right-hander who last pitched 2 1/3 scoreless on Saturday for the Astros. Here Contreras swings at the first pitch and bounces it to short. Correa plays a room service. Hop throws to first in time, 1 away.
Hey, just in time for Easter dinner, ham is now on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Pick up Signature Select Spiral Sliced Ham bone in for only 99 cents a pound. Limit 2 while supplies last.
So little loud contact today for the Red Sox. Connor Wong has hit 2 balls over 100 miles an hour. Wilyer 1, and for the Red Sox, that's it. Meantime, the Astros have pounded things all over the place. Here's Wilyer, who takes a pitch outside, ball 1. Alex Cora is back to calling him Wilger, which I asked him about the other day. It seems like every week, Willie has a little different take on how to say his own name. 1-0. Fouled off from the third base side.
Depends on the state you're in.
Wilyer, man. He's looked good. He has, and he's alone in that in a lot of ways. He loves hitting in Texas. It's crazy. 2-homer game in Texas on a couple of occasions. 1-1 inside.
I peaked in Texas, too, in high school.
Yeah. We met someone who'd worked with Jenny, I think back at ESPN.
Yeah, they're PAs.
And he was at Texas A&M when you had committed to come there, and he was ticked off at you for signing to play baseball. 2-1 is a high fly. Now to play on the left field side. But that's good. You don't have to twirl that ring on your finger like all those Aggies do.
Once I realized it was the male cheerleaders, I was out.
A lot of chants in that stadium, you know. It's very like a military revival in those football games.
Literally, yeah. Literally. It's a great place to go to a game.
It is.
I mean, it's loud.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That's outside. I was there one year with my brother doing a game for ESPN in the booth, just kind of spotting for him. Johnny Manziel was the quarterback.
Oh, that's fun. I went, I think 3 years ago. It was Alabama at A&M.
Get you some torchies afterward.
Oh, believe it, kid.
3-2 to Abreu. 6-2 Astros in the 8th pitch. Swinging a foul. Torchy's Tacos are sort of a Texas institution. The cool thing about being down here is you can really swing a dead cat in any direction and find great tacos.
Tacos, barbecue, tequila.
There is some tequila on demand here. It's funny. You walk around Houston, and more than any other place I've ever been, you do smell barbecue sauce. 3-2 pitch. Hey, swinging a high drive and a deep right field. This thing is hammered. Abreu does it again in Texas. Adios, a solo blast. And a little hope for the Red Sox. It's 6-3. Put some barbecue sauce on that one.
Well, that'll get Wilyer up to about hitting 400. His 3rd homer of the year, 6 RBI. You just wish there'd be some guys on base when he's up there. An Astros fan throws that one back. But man, Wilyer, stay hot, kid. Somebody's doing it.
No kidding. These starts to the season are ridiculous for him. You know what's fun about this? That home run, at least it, gets him within 3, and I think keeps alive the prospect that maybe you'd see Anthony and even someone like Meyer a little later. The pitch is in there to Caleb Durbin. He is desperate for a hit. Caleb Durbin 0 for 3 today. 1 in, 1 out. 0-1. Pitch. Swinging a chopper toward third, foul. That is where the Coulomb pitch to Christian Vasquez hurts. I mean, it should be a 2-run game right now.
And that pitch Willier hit out was about 4 inches off the plate in. And he just pulled the hands close to his body and found barrel somehow. Only 372, but plenty to get out of here.
Moonshot. He is such a special hitter. 0-2 to Durbin, outside. But it is true. You're walking around downtown Houston. I mean, it's amazing. It's like they're walking. You know how in Vegas sometimes stores and casinos will pump smells out onto the street to make you get lured in? It feels like they do that here at barbecue joints. It works. 1-2 is outside.
It's like the casinos, they're pumping oxygen in there so you don't get tired.
Stay away.
Yeah.
Red Sox would like to pump a little oxygen into their dugout right now. Marcelo, by the way, has a helmet. The baddie's walking around down there. He will hit for Kiner Falefa if that happens in this inning. 2-2, the pitch to Durbin is just high. They're going to challenge, though. That was very close.
The pitch is called a ball. The catcher is challenging.
What'd you think?
Please be up.
I think it was. I thought it was. And the call, it's a strike by what?
The pitch is a strike. The batter is out.
A millimeter?
Yeah, they got as little of the zone as it could get.
Man, I mean, it's the rule. We get it, but goodness.
Look, when it's going bad, it's going bad.
I guess the other argument is in a 2-strike count, that's too close to take.
Yeah.
Good challenge by Christian Vasquez. So now 2 down for Cedon. As I said, Kiner Falefa's on deck. I doubt he'll hit here. Cedon bloops one into shallow left center field, but it hangs up for Matthews. He's there to make the play. And Wilyer Abreu homers, and that's it for the Red Sox. Now we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. 6-3 Astros in the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
You're out of there, leaky store brands.
When all else fails, switch to North Shore Adult Diapers. That's total lockdown protection for even the heaviest control problems. Try North Shore Adult Diapers at NorthShore.com today and focus on life, not leaks. Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturo Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Ratliff, Engineering Director at Nissan. You know, some things are important to hear from an expert, not a voice actor. For instance, the Nissan Frontier is not only powerful and fun to drive, but it's durable too. We added the V6 engine, so when you need that power in the off-road, it's there. I know, we've tested it a lot. Now get out there and find your Frontier.
Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on select 2026 Frontier trims. For J.D. Power 2025 US IQS award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Example: 0 down payment, 0% APR for 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. 1.9% APR for 60 months at $1,748 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary, subject to NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualified. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 5/4/26.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Well, about to be a daddy twice over. Garrett Whitlock will pitch for the Red Sox, trailing 6-3. Correa, Walker, and Smith who up for the Astros. So that'll mean Walker's on deck. Who's on deck? Presented by Timber Tech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit timbertech.com. How about Wilyer Abreu's start to the season? 3rd homer in the top of this 8th inning. Pitch. Ground ball to short. Story circles around it to the forehand side. He leaps as always. Throws to first. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's a pitch I don't know that he necessarily got to all that often last year, Will. I mean, he did so much to shorten the swing and get to fastballs better. Yeah. He sure has done that.
Well, and a byproduct of that is able to get barreled to pitches off the plate in or on the corner in. That one, couple balls off the plate. But as soon as your swing gets long or you bar out that front arm in your load and get long, that pitch blows you up.
Here's Christian Walker, who's had a great series. He tries to stop his swing, instead grounds it softly to third. Durbin has it, leaps, and throws to first. Nicely done. And 2 down. It's a sure sign of a team that's struggling that we haven't seen the high-leverage relievers since Saturday in Cincinnati. They went all in, and really this trip would feel so much different had they just closed one of those games out in Cincinnati. There's still plenty of problems, but, you know, on the road, 10th and 11th, not able to get a run across with the elite relievers available.
1 pitch away there was Gino Suarez hitting a homer to go ahead in Game 3.
Cam Smith, right-handed hitter, takes a slider. Whitlock is awesome. I mean, he's on an incredible run as one of the really dominant relievers in the game. Sox trailing 6-3. Houston 7 hits. Boston 6. 0-1. Beautiful changeup. Flutters in. That check of the score is brought to you by Veg ER for Pets, the official emergency vet group of the Boston Red Sox radio network. He just throws it where he wants it. He's got preemptive new dad power. 0-2. Low. He'll take his time. I mean, you're allotted, I think, 3-4 days of paternity leave?
I think 3 days.
So you get the off day tomorrow. I think the plan is to do everything they can to have the baby tomorrow when he's home for sure. 1-2. Grounded foul outside of third, and then, you know, spend the weekend. I expect him fully to be there by the time the Milwaukee Brewers come to town. I mean, that's the thing. The Padres, even though they're struggling, they're loaded. And the Brewers are one of the best teams in baseball coming to Fenway. Yeah. Got to get this thing right quickly. 1-2's fouled off.
Some guys coming to town I'm excited to see. Obviously, Xander, one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Pat Murphy, the Brewers. Nick Punto, a coach with the Padres. Old teammate of mine in 2012. One of my favorites all time.
Really?
Shredder Punto.
Here's a line drive down the left field line. It was foul. He sounded like Hawk Harrelson right there. Get foul. It will.
He gone.
Xander, it's so hard to rank him forever, but I mean, it's going to take a lot for him to at least not be tied for first all time. For guys I've loved being around. I got to get a silver Sharpie and bring it to Fenway this weekend. The 1-2 is fouled on the first base side because when Bogey was with the Red Sox, he was so awesome to my oldest son. Send him birthday video messages and all this stuff. And when we were last there, when the Padres came 2 years ago, Bailey, my son, wears a Bogarts jersey every single time he comes to Fenway. The 1-2 is a grounder foul outside of third. And all we had was a black Sharpie. So Xander signed it on the number 2, and you can see it. It's still there. But we got to get that thing in silver.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll find one. He is just such an awesome guy. It's not gone perfectly in San Diego, but we'll love to see him. 1-2. Liner foul.
He's rich.
Yes, he is.
Making a lot of money.
You know, the Padres have signed all of these $300 million deals. Tatis, Machado, obviously Bogey. And with all the labor strife coming, they could be in dire straits. The 1-2 foul ball. This is a battle from Cam Smith. That was a good change up there.
Witt getting a little annoyed with him. Like, come on, bud. Put it in play.
Go have a baby. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan postgame show. He's seen 10 pitches. You deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan, exciting full line. Put goosebumps on your goosebumps. 1-2. Foul back again. 11 pitch at bat. He's about to experience that thing, Garrett, is that you and I had the honor of doing twice. There's just nothing in the world like welcoming a new child into the world. 1-2. Fouled. The thing about it is, obviously, you're meeting a new son or a daughter, which is just crazy. But, like, to me, the thing that always stood out about it is, like, the power that these moms and wives have.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
It is just incredible. I mean, to say nothing of the 9, sometimes almost 10 months that they're pregnant and hard to sleep, hard to move, but the act of bringing a child into the world is like Herculean to witness. And Garrett will have that blessing tomorrow. 1-2, 6-3, Astros lead in the bottom of the 8th inning. Pitch is just outside.
Wasn't it bad?
No kidding.
It's going to be 14 pitches.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch. Liner into right center field. Coming on Abreu. He will not get it. That's pretty good from Cam Smith. So he extends the inning. So that's a 14 pitch at bat, which means Whitlock got the first 2 hitters on 1 pitch apiece, and then there was that. So now Jake Myers to bat from the right side. It's going to be Brian Abreu, one of the most lethal closers in the game for the Astros. Again, Red Sox have Kiner, Falefa, Wong, and Duran scheduled. I would be stunned if we don't see Meyer hit for Kiner, Falefa at the very least. Pitch to Myers is a strike. And I think, in a lot of ways, why not hit Roman for Wong? I mean, I know Wong's been hot, but left on right, and you do have Narvaez available on the bench. We'll see what Alex Cora chooses to do. 0-1, runner aboard, 2 down, bottom 8. Throw to first, and that's a little late. I guess it might depend as to whether or not Marcelo gets on base, whether you play that card or not. Is somebody challenging this play?
It looked like he might have stepped off the bag. Contreras was keeping the tag on him. I don't know if that's what they want to look at.
They're consulting with Mike Brenly, and not going to look. No worries at all. I mean, it's a hard game, but the rookie Roman Anthony is going to get it going very soon. You know that. Hopefully starting Friday, if not sooner. 0-1 to Myers. Whitlock's ready. Runner goes. The pitch is pop foul, first base side. Man, what a jump there by Cam Smith. He had that bag stolen all the way, but it's 0-2.
I think with Cam Smith, I mean, great athlete, but he gives it away when he's running. He's in almost a totally different stance.
Like a track stance, kind of.
Right before the pitch, I pointed at second base. I was like, he's going.
Thought you saw the tequila bar out in center field. That's what you were waving at. 0-2 in the dirt, backhanded by Wong.
I think we both need that right now.
It has been that kind of week. 3 outs to play with. Whitlock trying to keep it a 3-run hole. Attendance brought to you by Crispy Crunchy Chicken, the official fried chicken of the Red Sox. Find a location at crispycrunchy.com. It'll be right around 25,000 like last night. 1-2 just outside. Slattery's now thrown 20 pitches.
Yeah, this was going so quick and easy for Whitlock through the first 2 batters, then 14 pitch at bat by Smith ending in a single.
I think it's safe to say this is very likely the only time we see him, barring just a weird sequence of events, that we'll see Whitlock trailing by 3 on the mound. 2-2 is high and tight. Wong's throw to second, not in time, and into the outfield. Smith's going to go to third. Cedon is going to come up throwing, and a good play by Durbin to play that hopping throw. So a steal, an error, and Smith is over to third.
2 games in a row, Connor Wong picking up an error on a throw to second base. That one up and in on the batter. Got the glove up there, but the throw just short hopping. Kind of Falefa.
I don't know about you, Will. To me, that's a throw Cedon should not make. I think he was 3/4 of the way to the bag. I understand the instincts, but really only bad things can happen there.
Right.
But that's the least of their worries right now. Here's Jake Myers facing a full count. Whitlock now needs to make a pitch. 2 down. Payoff is outside. Man, it seems like Smith wore him down in that long at-bat. And I think Andrew Bailey may well come out here.
Yeah, just give him a breather.
So Loper Fido is going to pinch hit for Bryce Matthews. And indeed, here comes the Red Sox pitching coach. Belatedly, that was smart from Andrew. He waited till Loper Fido was announced. I mean, part of the reason Andrew does this is just to give the book on a hitter. He always refreshes when the opponent pinch hits. Arizona, Corbin Carroll hit a leadoff homer against Tarek Skubal.
I guess the hammate's feeling better.
I guess so.
Or the lack thereof.
Well, his injury is the reason Roman got to go to the WBC, become a star out there. Yankees have already taken a lead in Seattle. Let's see. Ben Rice, man, becoming one of the really good young hitters in the American League. Bellinger had walked, stolen a bag, and Rice drove him in. So the Red Sox have a chance, if they don't turn this around, to be 4 games behind when they play their first home game of the season. All right, here's Loper Fido with runners at the corners. Left-handed batter stands in. Whitlock throws. And he misses the changeup, ball 1. Now, Brian Abreu has thrown about 75 pitches out in the Astros bullpen.
He's been going for a bit.
Tire him out. 1-0. Here it is. Where's that? Change up. Missed, and it's 2-0. Whitlock scuffling a little bit right here. It's amazing Vasquez is out on deck, and those two were so brilliant together in that divisional series against Tampa. The 2-0 was fouled off, and in that wild card game against the Yankees at Fenway. I mean, they were the battery when Whitlock, as a rookie, a Rule 5 guy, was like the most dominant setup guy in the game. He just came on and blew people away. Trying to get low Perfido here. 2-1. Pitch just outside. And it's 3-1. I think the same logic sort of applies for Whitlock as it does closers, where it's really hard to simulate that adrenaline.
I was just about to say that. But after the first two batters, you're thinking, okay, he's dialed in.
3-1. That is a strike on the outside corner. Wow, had to be. Needed that one, and it's 3-2. So now this becomes an important pitch. Red Sox trying to keep this thing where it is. 6-3 with runners at the corners. Runner at first takes off the pitch. He is fouled off. Loperfido loses his helmet.
He did a really good job to get to that. It was a nasty changeup down and away. I don't even know how he got a piece of that.
These Astros hitters have been impressive. Got a great approach. They moved on from Alex Cintron. Alex Cora's best buddy is their hitting coach. 3-2 is low. Ball 4, he walked him.
Looks like Ryan Watson getting loose quick out there.
Well, I think they want Garrett to get out of this inning, but I think if he loses Vasquez, they will save his bullets for another day.
Well, knowing he's going to be gone for the next 3 days or so, I think they're okay extending him further than they would like to normally, just because they know he's not going to throw for a few days.
Hey, you got to get Vasquez, who homered his last time here. A pitch high and in, ball 1. He is not the same pitcher after that 14-pitch hit from Cam Smith.
Yeah, he's gassed. He looks tired.
Yeah, big misses, too. 1-0. Bases loaded in the 8th pitch. There's a good one. Fastball. And this is a dangerous place because Vasquez knows it. I mean, he's seen Whitlock from the best possible angle so many times.
True.
And this is not his sharp stuff. 1-1. Pitch. Ooh, that one misses. I think that was a slider from Garrett. Missed up top. 2-1. Altuve out on deck. He just cannot let this thing get out of control. Try to have a chance in the 9th. 2-1. Foul back. He challenged him with a fastball 94. And it is 2-2. This stuff sort of looks like in the 9th inning of the championship game of the WBC. Not his natural.
Just don't want to see him throw this many pitches. Like I said, I know he's going to have the next 3 days off with the baby and all that, but he's not accustomed to throwing this many pitches in one inning.
This one's going to be number 34. The pitch is way high, a fastball and a full count.
I just feel like this has got to be his last guy.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely his last guy.
3-2. Need a strike here. Here it is. And it's a pop-up. Vasquez bailed him out there. That's foul side of third. He'll get into the seats. That was ball 4 by a lot.
It was a nose-high heater, and he went up and fouled it off.
He's just not able to finish pitches right now. Ugh. Walking the tightrope.
It's just wild, man. When things are going wrong, it's just like even your best guys aren't themselves. Crochet, Whitlock. Like, it's wild.
3-2. Bases loaded. The pitch is a line drive down the right field line, slicing foul. I think he should just keep doing that, don't you, Will? I mean, you just got whatever pitch you feel comfortable throwing a strike, you got to keep it in.
I'm not sure he knows what that is right now.
Yeah. And again, this does get very uncomfortable.
Look, I mean, he's thrown 5 pitches at bat way above the zone.
36 overall. 3-2 again. Here it is. And that is strike 3 called. He went with a slider and he dotted it up. Wow, he escapes a bases loaded jam, and so slim hope does remain for the Red Sox. We go to the 9th inning. Connor Falefa scheduled to lead off. I think that'll be Marcelo. Then Wong. Would that be Roman? We will find out. 6-3 Astros in the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Whether you're headed to Fenway, the beach, the mountains, or just cruising around Boston, it's always better in a Ford SUV. Like Ford Explorer, our most popular model with seating for 7. And check out Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport. both equipped with GOAT modes to handle any kind of terrain you run into. Check out our whole family of award-winning SUVs at your New England Ford dealers. Proud partner of the Boston Red Sox.
What is insurance? Insurance transfers certain risks between parties.
Without insurance, the economy would really stop.
In simple terms, insurance is like community.
It's protecting every last asset that somebody has built over a lifetime.
You're in it together. You feel supported.
From the beginning to the end.
What insurance is just taking care of people. It's definitely a way of life.
Cross Insurance. Our way of life since 1954.
After a tough winter combined with harsh coastal weather, home exteriors take a beating. That's why pros across the Northeast have trusted AZEK Exteriors for over 25 years. As the #1 brand for premium exterior trim and molding, AZEK keeps homes elevated with stunning details that endure beautifully no matter the conditions. And now, introducing AZEK Lap Siding, pairing the classic beauty of traditional wood siding with modern durability. Available in 18 different colors from AZEK Captivate Pre-Finishing. Start planning your remodel today with AZEK. Order free samples at AZEKexteriors.com.
Join Jones and Keefe at our opening day broadcast on Friday at Casket Flagon along with Coors Light from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Come down for the excitement, the food, and of course a Coors Light for a little pregame party before heading into the park. Please drink responsibly.
Jones and Keefe.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Actually, the Red Sox are going to pinch hit Roman first for Kiner Falefa, and then Meyer is out on deck. He'll hit for Wong. Obviously, they'll flip around the defensive spots for these two, but I guess, to begin an inning against one of the great closers, Brian Abreu, Alex Cora says, what we need is base runners, and Roman gives us the best chance.
Oh, Abreu, fastball slider, and that fastball's coming in 97, 98. You can get up to 100.
Anthony in a real slide after opening day when he got on base 4 times. Trying to spark a rally. Pitch to Roman is a check swing strike on the outside corner. Dotted up, and it's 0-1. For his last 14. Just his strikeouts.
He's got to get ready earlier. He's rushing right now.
0-1. They play him to pull the pitch. Swing and a miss. Yeah, he was fooled there. Nice slider. And it's 0-2.
This thing is, as a hitter, the later you get ready, the worse you see the ball out of the hand. The less you can pick up and decipher pitch shape and spin and location because your head's moving way too late.
Quickly, 0-2. 6-3 Astros in the top of the 9th. Pitch. Swinging a high fly into left field. This thing hit very well. Myers back at the track. At the wall, he will watch it sail high off the wall, and it's gone! Over the yellow line, Roman Anthony just launches an incredible opposite field homer off the railing out there. Oppo goes Roman, and it's 6-4.
All of a sudden, that home run to Christian Vasquez is looking like it's going to be really painful. This will be a 1-run ball game without that. But what a great swing. Slider down and away. Roman stays behind it, drives it to a deep part of this stadium. Hit that really well. 391 feet later, 2-run ball game.
Wow, looked like it might have hit the top of the wall, but it bounced out. Awesome opposite field power. Here's Marcelo. Pitch is strike on the outside corner. Nasty from Roman. He was on time there.
That's a sick swing.
He knew it was coming. 0-1 to Marcelo. The pitch is low and outside. Breaking ball. Duran is out on deck. He'd be next. And Story and Yoshida just want to get the tying run to the plate in this inning.
It's just such stupid pop from Roman. I mean, that is a perfect on the corner backdoor slider, and he hits it out.
1-1 is outside. Alex told us that he and Kyle Hudson were out in left field before the game around 10 this morning, and they just reset Roman. They're just telling jokes and working on defense just to get him away from the group, the pressure, the grind. Apparently it worked. 2-1 to Meyer, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He came out of his shoes there on a slider, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, sliders from Abreu are just filthy. They're not your normal slider. They have a ton of break.
He really has been one of the best in the game for a long time. Huge arm. 2-2 to Marcelo. Pitch. Swing and a miss. You knew that was coming. Over the top of a slider and a big first out. Fourth most strikeouts in Astros history among relievers. So now after that big first out, here's Jarren Duran. I don't know what Bruce Streckman's doing with the card out of his pocket. Maybe he was late to put Marcelo and Roman in.
I think so. I think that's exactly what it was.
Now, Duran, who has singled, scored, and driven in a run on a ground out, is trying to get on base and bring the tying run to the plate. One down in the ninth. The pitch is a strike, called that way. Now, let it be said, the Red Sox have both their challenges still remaining. They should be ultra-aggressive challenging now. In this ninth, you get absolutely nothing to lose.
That was a ball, too.
I thought so. 0-1. Pitch. Swing and a miss. That wasn't. I mean, here's the in-between you can find yourself in. I mean, you're thinking so hard about when and how to challenge. This is the time.
Right.
Trying to find a way. Scratch one out here. 0-2. Duran waits, Abreu throws, and a fastball way up and outside. That's kind of a purpose pitch to change the sight line.
That's it. He uses that four-seamer a lot just to set up another slider down and in, especially to the left-handed batters.
Problem is this guy's slider's so good, even if you look for it, it can get you.
Disappears.
Way over to pull on the infield. 1-2 is outside. He went again with a fastball away, and it's 2-2. Any way to get on base would be a great outcome here.
Yeah, you just have to, when you look for that slider, it has to start up in the zone. If it starts down the middle, it's going to be a ball below.
2-2 is indeed that. Swung on and missed a slider, and the Red Sox are down to their last out. When Abreu came on, pitching change brought to you by JetBlue, proud to be the official airline of Boston Sportsbook, now at JetBlue.com. So after the Roman homer, back-to-back strikeouts, and their last chance is Trevor Story. Trevor 0 for 4 with 2 more strikeouts today. He has fanned 5 times in this series.
It's a tough matchup for Trevor right here.
He'll see sliders, you would think. Here, a first pitch fastball sets him up for him, and it's 0-1. Six to 4 Houston. 2 down, top 9. Sox on the verge of a sweep here. The 0-1 is a strike. And in between again, the Red Sox down to their final strike. Everybody up in Houston. Trevor asks for time. 0-2. 2 down, top 9. Abreu, he throws, and Story swings and misses at a slider. Ball game over, and the Red Sox are swept in Houston. They've dropped 5 in a row, and before they play their first home game, the Red Sox fall 4 games below 500 and at least 4 behind the Yankees and Blue Jays. Tough week and conclusion to the first road trip of the season. Even on a day where Crochet pitches, the Red Sox swept away in H-Town. We'll be back with the Nissan postgame show after this in the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Spring has sprung, and Shaw's and Star Market can help you go and enjoy it. Download the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app and save time by grocery shopping online. Right now, get $30 off your first online pickup or delivery order when you spend $75 or more. Enter promo code SAVE30.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
DQ presents the Blizzard Double Flip Deal.
For a limited time, when you buy one Blizzard treat, you get a second for just 99 cents. That's 2 Blizzards, 2 spoons, 2 flavors, and 2 flips. So don't miss out on the Blizzard Double Flip deal, available only for a limited time and happening now at DQ. Because the only thing better than a Blizzard treat is a second Blizzard treat for just 99 cents. It's a deal to flip for. The Blizzard Double Flip deal. Participation may vary.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Ratliff, Engineering Director at Nissan. We know some things are important to hear from an expert, not a voice actor. For instance, the Nissan Frontier is not only powerful and fun to drive, but it's durable too. We added the V6 engines. When you need that power in the off-road, it's there. I know, we've tested it a lot. Now get out there and find your Frontier.
Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on select 2026 Frontier trims. For J.D. Power 2025 US IQS award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Example: 0 down payment, 0% APR for 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. 1.9% APR for 60 months at $1,748 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary, subject to NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 5/4/26.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Just in time for Easter dinner, ham is now on sale at Shaws and Star Market. Pick up Signature Select Spiral Sliced Ham bone-in for only 99 cents a pound. Limit 2 while supplies last. Shaws and Star Market, proud to be local since 1860.
This is the Nissan Postgame Show. Nissan makes cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Now the Red Sox have dropped 5 games in a row. They swept at the hands of the Houston Astros here today. They battled a little bit down the stretch. A Roman Anthony home run, a glimmer of hope at 6-4 is the final score. You're listening to the Nissan Postgame Show. You deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan's got an exciting full line to put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store at NissanUSA.com today. Crochet was not at his sharpest today, and the big swing of the bat, the 3-run homer by Carlos Correa that essentially ended Crochet's day. Vasquez had a big tack-on homer, and the Red Sox just could not get enough going offensively. Will Fleming, Will Middlebrooks. We'll have a little bit of WEEI afternoons in just a moment if you're in the greater Boston area. But Brooksy, we said it all during the broadcast. There's not a lot more to say then. They've got to find a way to stop the bleeding on a number of different levels.
Yeah, I mean, it's as simple as get pitches in the zone. I know it's easier said than done, but look, I mean, 20-plus times a game chasing out of the zone, and it almost hitters expanding even more so with runners in scoring position. You're just not going to score a lot of runs. You clearly can't rely on guys to hit the 3-run homer. There's one guy hitting homers right now. It's Wilyer Abreu, and a lot of times so far, nobody on base for him.
Well, I'm really interested to see what Alex Cora thinks about going into the home opener on Friday when the Padres come to town. I mean, Wilyer is so hot. He had another home run. It may well be time to shuffle things at the top and get him more at-bats if you possibly can.
Yeah, I like him in the 3-hole, right? I think Roman gets going. That was a great day off for him to kind of reset. He got that pinch hit there late against one of the better bullpen arms in the game and took a really good swing on a slider away from him, drove the ball in the air the other way. Hopefully that kickstarts him, gets him going.
The Arbella Insurance Foundation is proud to strike out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Today, Red Sox pitchers, starting with Crochet, had 9 strikeouts, so another $450 donated to the Jimmy Fund to help strike out cancer. Arbella's here for the Jimmy Fund and here for good. Every 4-bagger the Sox hit this year, our radio network donates $40 to Cars for Kids. Abreu went deep. And, of course, so did Roman. They've been the 2 best left-handed hitters on this club by a lot, although Duran did give him a spark in that leadoff spot today. You should donate your car today at 877-CARS for Kids or